So last time, we we in the aftermath of Liana and Flipper's little squabble, they woke up the half orc man and started questioning him. We learned that his name is up in the chat. We learned that his name was Caldo, and that he's a druid, and he was hired by this organization to help cultivate these hybrids and study them. And he wasn't all the way aware of
What a twist!
of the untoward actions that were being put forth by this organization. And after that, Ryan William got back to the place, and they questioned him, learned a few more things. We decided to spare him, which is good. And then we waited until we took a long rest and waited until Kellen and her entourage got there, and they encapsulated the area infected by the hybrids in a dome and burned it all. Afterwards, we took the children that we had found there back to Goldmeadow, and William made arrangements to get us to Greyrock to provide them with a safe haven for the time being, and get us back to Goldmeadow in a timely manner. And I believe that's where we left off.
Okay, perfect. So, I believe that you all decided that you were going back to Goldmeadow, possibly staying the night there, and then traveling to Greyrock through use of your druid friends. Friend that wants alcohol over anything else in the world. If I remember correctly. And you were in Goldmeadow, I believe, and you were making preparations to leave. I do not remember the time of day it was, though. I believe it was getting close to nighttime. Was it 12?
It was getting towards the evening.
We're in the evening. I thought you were asking when we were leaving. We're leaving at 12.
Okay, 12 in the next morning, right?
Yes, the next morning. It is the evening. Everyone had already settled down for a long rest.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. That's what it was. I believe I already changed it on the calendar where you're going to be. So yeah, that makes sense.
I should look at that and double check, because that's important for me.
Because you all went to the Grove on the 14th. You spent the night to the 15th, I believe, and then you are now waking up on the 16th for the new day.
Seems about right.
Yeah. Seems about right.
Wait, we right? Yeah.
Did someone say DM?
You forgot.
What did I forget?
You're supposed to put how much. Well, first of all, there needs to be a invention station too, because that would be there in the cart. But you also forgot to put in how much gold worth of resources I have to make.
Yeah, I forgot that. I'm not supposed
just do it as we go through.
I'm not supposed to keep track of your treasury. That's your responsibilities. But
but it's how much I have to start out with.
Yeah. But I mean like everything else. Like whatever you put in there. That's not my responsibility. You all take care of that. That's one thing I don't want to actually do. Okay. Yeah. So I will.
Lazy.
Hey, well, you wanted a cart. And you're like, okay, let's make a thing. And I'm like, here, you have permission to edit it. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
have fun.
That's us.
Um,
That's
so
us.
so yeah, I will get you the base gold amount that you have for making ammunition and stuff like that as soon as I can. Sorry, I needed to turn on my light. Okay. So, yeah, give me a second for that. You'll probably see it pop up in a few minutes, most likely. Let's see here. Is there anything you all wanted to do before you went to bed? I know that you all kind of are prepping for the next morning, but is there anything that we missed last time that anybody wished to do? Talk to anybody?
My character is gonna pray and get some guidance on
Sure.
everything.
Lunar's just gonna head to bed.
Yeah, Luna just passes out.
Just out.
She's like, I'm going to bed. Oh, okay. 20, nice. Okay. So what are you praying about? Like, I know, guidance, but anything in specific?
No.
Okay.
Just general, like, how are things gonna go? Is there anything I need to do to become better, etc.?
Okay. You get general feelings back of things of yeah, you're on the right path. Follow your instincts and keep your eyes open and your ears tuned towards those that walk by you. You don't know if that means the people around you or just passerbys, but that's kind of what you get the feeling of.
Good to know. And with that, she is going to go to sleep.
Okay.
Ra's gonna actually go and try to find Flipper.
Easy enough. The very tired Flipper, you end up finding him somewhere.
Yeah, he got just a bit of sleep on the way back.
Yeah, still dead tired.
Yeah.
I forgot that he was tired. Okay, so he doesn't do that.
He's gonna be drinking.
Okay.
Oh, actually, he does do that.
He's just kind of trying to deal with his nihilistic thoughts at the moment.
I guess Ryle sit down at the bar next to him and order some whiskey, I guess, for a round for the two of them.
Sure. I'll just say that that's like a silver piece if you wanted to do that.
Okay. And he he sits down, and after he orders the drinks, he just goes, "Hey Flipper, I just wanted to say, no hard feelings between us, right?"
He'll just tiredly glance over. What?
I just wanted to say there's no hard feelings between us, right? It feels
He
kind
just
of like
absent-mindedly blinks a few times before rubbing his head. I don't think you did anything, did you? Is there something I should be mad about?
I mean, that's up to you. I just wanted to make sure that the water was clear. I mean, seemed like everybody else was up against you.
I don't understand all your guys' decisions. Not want to pour more. I don't know.
Yeah,
It comes across as barbaric to me.
well, we all have our reasons, and I understand that you have yours, and that's all right. But if I don't want this to become an ongoing problem for us.
Well, I don't really get much of a choice in the matter. I'll comply, I guess.
Also, why didn't you sleep last night?
What?
Why didn't you sleep last night?
I was working on that rune that the druid talked about. I was trying to. Oh, I got the druid to write it down for me. He drew it out, but I remember when I was at the academy that that's not how you draw a glyph of warding. So I couldn't remember how to draw a glyph of warding. So I stayed up all night trying to figure out how to fix it. I think I fixed it. And then I went around to each of the different corners of the grove and drew that glyph. But hopefully it was meant to try to keep any more animals from being affected. But I guess that was all wasted because Callan just burned down the fucking place.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that you tried, for what it's worth.
Feels like everything I've been doing lately has been going up in flames, literally.
I
I
mean,
try something to help out people and just immediately, no, you're just being a mad scientist. No. Whatever. I don't
Liana
care
has
if you
her.
guys think I'm no different than those fucking cultists. I have nothing to prove. Well, I have nothing. I don't need to prove anything.
Liana has her reasons for
Yeah, I
her.
could tell her drama from her past had really gotten to her.
Mm. And that William fella seems like a bit of a hothead. And he takes a sip of
Now that
whiskey.
slightly mentally unstable, whatever you like to call her, now is the responsibility of three also partially mentally unstable children. That's gonna be lovely.
They're less mentally unstable, more feral. It
Same difference.
seems like. I just hope everything turns out right. Apparently, we're heading out to Greyrock tomorrow. Uh, teleporting through trees or whatever. Sounds like bullshit to me. And he knocks back a shot of whiskey.
Wait, say that again. What did you say about the university? Or the academy?
Nothing about the academy. Uh, I said there was. We were gonna head out to Greyrock. Apparently, we were gonna
Oh,
teleport.
where the holier than thou humans are. That'll be lovely.
I don't know nothing about Greyrock. I mean,
From what I've been told, it's just a bunch of holier than thou humans trying to act like they know everything, while at the same time being the birthplace of many of the horrible things that's happened. Like the Shadowfell, from what my grandpa said.
I thought the Shadowfell started at your academy.
Well, not really started there, more something to do with a cult. I don't know. My old man's crazy, anyways. I don't know why I listen to him.
Who's your grandfather?
He's one of the people that actually runs the academy.
Why does he know so much about?
He works with what's her Eno. He works with Eno.
Hmm, you got relatives in high up places.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got voices in his head and shit. I don't know. Yeah, I think he was going to say something beyond that point, but he just kind of corrects himself, despite his complete tired and slightly drunk haze. Like, I shouldn't say that.
I would
I don't know.
suggest getting more drinks, but it doesn't seem like you should.
No.
should probably-
Usually I'd be doing this to have fun. This time I'm just doing it to help go to sleep. Plus, just get my mind off stuff.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I'm feeling this way because I'm tired or if literally everything just seems that futile.
Yeah.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. Maybe Crusader is right. I don't know.
about what exactly?
Well, good night. As he just starts walking off to his room, holding
Rye
a
tries
half-filled tankard.
Rye tries to like grab him by the arm.
He spills a bit of the ale on the ground.
Bartender kind of goes, "Hey, watch that."
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Bartender goes back to serving drinks.
What do you mean Crusader might have been right? About what?
I don't know. After I ended up turning that girl into an orphan, I think he tried cheering me up about it, but it didn't make things worse, if anything. I don't know. Hopefully I never have to see him again.
I don't think we will.
What'd you say?
Something just doesn't feel like he'll ever come back to us after this. But that's alright.
I'm a holier than thou, self-aggrandized leader type. I
Yeah.
don't care.
You get some rest now. You get some rest now. And he pats him on the shoulder and sits back down and orders a couple more shots and then goes to bed.
Okay, so you sit down, order a couple more shots. They get, oh, sorry, 1 second. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you order a few more drinks. They get brought to you. You're drinking. You're about to go to bed, and then you hear the door kind of slam open, and you hear this kind of like, goes, there you are. It's
Wait, did I look over when the door opens. Do I see who I think I'm going to see?
Yes, you see the wide-nosed, slightly hunched back firbolg individual with this kind of engineer's kind of smock on with kind of this like goggles that he's kind of pushed up against his forehead, kind of like walking towards you very briskly with a giant smile on his face, and goes, right, I made some adjustments, and he kind of like is like kind of quickly scooting up towards you, takes a chair from another person's table, and kind of like, I don't need this, and he goes, hey, what you doing? And it's like, it's fine. And he kind of swings around and kind of like, right, okay. I see that the other one got destroyed. I made some adjustments. And he goes to the bag. And he kind of, you hear some of the other individuals in the bar kind of go, who invited Petlaris here? I was like, does that guy know him? As Petlaris is currently digging through his bag looking for something, goes,
Rye's gonna look at the guy who said, does that guy know him? And then like kind of look over and do the thing where you like drag your hand across your neck and it's like, no, I don't know.
make a deception check. Because you know this guy very well.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay, that one guy kind of goes, he kind of looks at you and he kind of mouths, "I'm sorry," and he turns and he turns to the guy he was sitting with and goes, "Yeah, he doesn't know him. He's just unlucky." He goes, "Ah," and the two of them like are looking at you like, "We're so sorry."
He just gives a smile.
Okay. Laris goes,
You're kind of robot-y right now.
"No."
More staticky than robot.
I
Yeah.
am. Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
Well, as the girly friend of the DM, you're going to be the DM now while he fixes stuff.
Hello? Is this any better?
I'll be so glad
Not any
when I
better.
don't have to
Nope.
use tired voice anymore.
Okay, give me a second. Let me try to figure this out. Give me 1 second real quick. Oh gosh.
Man, sausages, guys. I love sausages.
Try checking your microphone's input.
Yeah, let me I'm trying to adjust it a little bit.
Who doesn't love me?
Give me a second.
I
I'm gonna
just love
quickly switch
getting
over
a
to
big,
my
deep, thick piece of meat in my mouth.
here it is. Let me check. Hello. Oh. Huh. Testing. Hello. Oh. Okay. Is this any better?
Much better.
Okay, any static?
No.
Perfect. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Hey!
Classic
Hey.
solution.
Okay, cool.
I blame Zoe.
All right, let me go
God damn it,
turn
Zoe.
that back on. Okay, thank you for
Wait,
letting me
what?
know.
We're joking with you, man.
Okay, thank you for letting me
No,
know that I was
I didn't
staticky.
hear you.
Well, I said I blame Zoe for his mic fucking up.
Okay.
So, anyways, Pet Laris, the same firbolg, is still kind of like he kind of like is looking through. He's not finding anything. Kind of adjusts his goggles, like puts it on his face, kind of looks in. It's here somewhere. Reaches in his hand. You hear this like clang, clang, clang. You hear him go, "Ah! Oh, that's where I put that knife." Kind of like, goes, move that out of the way. And he kind of like reaches in and grabs something. Goes, "Hey, is this that?" He kind of brings it out. You see this like thing that's like circular with like a clock on it that's ticking, and he kind of goes, "Nope, I shall put that away." And he puts it back in. And he kind of reaches in again and grabs out this small little box looking thing.
Bomb.
What was that?
He's a fucking time bomb. His fucking bag.
Maybe. You can ask him. He pulls out this like small little metal like rectangular box, maybe about like an inch thick, and with still like these like dials on it, and what looks to be like a small little antenna almost. And he kind of goes, he kind of goes, "Ah, see, look," and he kind of slams it against the edge of the table. The wood table like splinters off, and he goes, "See," again and again and again, just slamming it on the table over and over again. He looks at it. "No stretch. Watch this."
He
And he chucks it.
nods.
He chucks it over your head to the bartender, in which the bartender is
Ryan
currently
tries to gust it out of the way of the bartender.
make a dexterity check to see if you can quickly go and push it out of the way.
Nope, not at all.
No,
Nope,
as
nope.
you gust it, you notice that he wasn't aiming for the bartender. He was aiming for the metal pole that is a support beam. You gusted it into the bartender. As it gets chucked, the thing and it gets off to the side. The bartender kind of goes, "What is all that?" As he kind of gets nailed right in the nose, in the face.
This is the second time you've hit someone in the nose.
Don't worry about it.
Immediately his nose starts bleeding. As the
Oh
thing
shit!
just
I'm
kind
sorry.
of clatters down to the ground. Petlaris kind of goes, "See, impervious, can take a blow straight to the face. Thank
Can I
you. Here's
turn
a
it off?"
tip." And he kind of flings a gold piece towards the bartender. The bartender like kind of goes, "Oh, what?
My friend can heal that if.
Ow." Petlaris goes, it's fine. At least I didn't throw something else at you. Can you hand me that, please?" And the bartender goes, "Oh, okay," and he reaches down and grabs it, kind of slowly and hesitantly places it on the counter. Pelaris immediately scoops it up and kind of presents it to you. Kind of, here.
Petlaris,
Have
can
it.
I turn it off?
No. There. And he kind of like shoves it into your chest. He goes, there. Now hold it right there, and I will shoot you. And he kind of goes back a few steps, pulls out a crossbow, kind of goes, the bartender goes, whoa, wait, and he fires at you.
I missed a step away.
Oh,
Up
no.
the stairs.
Oh, no.
He is a bartender.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll a hit for him. He has like a +5 to dexterity, so that's not gonna be.
This firbolg is a
Nope.
menace to society.
Nope. No.
No, he was aiming at you, but you misty stepped.
don't
Instead of
even
hitting
know.
you,
A bartender.
it's not the
I don't
bartender
even
this time.
Basic AC of 10.
No, it wasn't he wasn't aiming at the bartender. The way that they were situated, like
Okay.
they were facing to the left. He fired off into the crowd of people
great.
that were
Oh,
off to the
no.
side.
He definitely hit someone.
Definitely. The same guy that looked over to you and said, "Did that guy bring Petlaris?" He hit that guy in the neck.
Oh no!
As the guy kind of goes, "Ah!" and he kind of falls over, making a clatter, and Petlaris goes, "Rye, you shouldn't have moved."
I disappear.
It's just
I
kinda-
disappear. I
Rye, what
disappear.
did you? Kind of looks around. He kind of you see him bring out his. Actually, no, you misty stepped away. Are you out of the room now?
I'm going into my room,
Okay,
trying
so-
to get out of the building.
Okay, so you start to hear from your little contraption this kind of. Rye, are you picking this up? I know you
drop
have it. And plus, if you try to like throw it away, I'll know. So
Stop it!
kind of like, hey, what? Wait a second, you're leaving it on the ground. Don't do that. Rye, please don't make me stitch it into your flesh, okay? Just come on, please. I need a friend.
Oh
As,
god!
The worst.
as you start to hear the
Um,
firbolg's heavy footsteps kind of go, have you seen this man? Is very, and you start hearing him start to search the rooms, kicking open doors now.
Rye goes into Liana's room. And hides
I must
under
ask,
the
does he
bed.
get to Flipper's room at any
Wait.
point?
Liana's outside the city with
Yeah,
Like-
she's not in the city.
yeah. We set up
Shit.
camp outside the
He
city.
goes into Harmony's room
Okay, sure.
and
You
hides under the bed.
sure you go and hide under the bed in Harmony's room. You notice that at one point, Flipper Petlaris does kick open your door because just kind of breaks the door essentially.
Immediately just swings around, drunk out of his mind, really tired,
Have you seen
aims a
Rye?
crossbow.
Have you seen Rye? I'm not looking. Have you seen Rye?
Before he even gets to say, "Have you seen Rye?" Just immediately, "Yeah, the is he?" And boom, just fires the crossbow bolts.
Sure.
Like, get the fuck out of my room.
Roll an attack with disadvantage because you're like drunk.
Oh, yeah.
And tired
Laying down.
and laying down. Yeah.
In the meantime, Rye's gonna try to get out of the window, Misty step onto the ground, and go find Liana. I
Sure.
need to enter the witness protection program
Okay.
this instant. Oh no.
Okay. So
You could still crit miss. Roll again.
Yeah, roll again. So as that's happening, Rye, you're trying to open up the window and Misty step out, or how? What are you doing? Are you opening the window?
He can see outside of the window, right?
Yeah, you can.
Then he can Misty step.
Okay, you just poof.
He just
down there.
goes into Harmony's room, tries to hide under the bed, realizes that he has some sort of semblance of time, and he looks at Harmony, says, "If anybody asks, you didn't see me, you don't know me, I don't exist," and he teleports out of the
Harmony
window.
just nods.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you
Out of the
teleport out of the
window.
window. And I imagine you just start bolting towards Liana.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend,
If I-
I'm gonna spend the first
if I
level
may real
slot,
quick,
get
I'm
2 more
just-
sorcery points, and then use the 6 sorcery points to gain 2 more second levels.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. You're just starting to just run. Sure.
And he's gonna keep an eye out
I was
behind him.
going to quickly describe how the whole thing goes down since
Yeah.
he missed.
Yeah, so you horribly miss.
So
He's standing there.
He kicks in the door. Flipper immediately pulls a crossbow. It's like, get the fuck out of my room. And he's just like, have you seen Ryan? It's like, you think you're better than me? He just fires the crossbow,
Okay.
missing entirely.
Yeah, kind of like on the door frame next to him. Kind of goes, well, it's true. I am better than you in some regards, but I'm looking for Rye, and he seems to not be here. Goodbye. And
As he just starts loading it.
as he grabs the door and slams it shut, and he goes, goodbye. And he goes on to the next room, doors kicking open again. He eventually makes his way to Harmony's room as he just kicks the door open again, breaking the lock, and goes, "Is Rye in here? Have you seen Rye? About this
Rye's
tall?"
Full sprint.
Out of reflex, she's gonna cast a spell.
Sure.
Oh
Being terrified because someone just barged into her room.
Goes, look, I'm not meaning to offend or intrude, but I am
Eldritch
looking
Blast.
for Oh gosh.
no! What?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Sure. So
How
make
do you do
a
that?
make a spell attack.
Let's do this. Is it even in my attacks?
We're 4th level, so
Blast.
And
We're
to
fourth
make
level,
sure
so
that you're
we
using
have,
make sure that you're using charisma for that.
I know.
Yes.
Why is it not under my attacks? That's
I don't think-
Not too sure.
I think he might have.
Could it be under spells? Because under your spell list.
It is under my spell list, but not under my attacks.
Oh, you might have to manually add that in since Eldritch Blast technically isn't a cleric spell.
Oh, true.
So that
true.
might be what it is.
Yeah.
So
So
just
yeah.
do roll a
Your
d20
charisma
plus
plus
your
two.
charisma plus proficiency, I believe, is what the
Yes.
attack is. So, yeah.
Say that again.
Roll
Slower?
a d20 plus your charisma modifier and then plus your proficiency bonus.
Correct.
So 1d12. So 1d20 plus
Let's see. Let me double check for you. Yours
charisma
would
is
be-
2.
and plus
Proficiency
so
is
plus
two.
4. A plus 4. So d20 plus 4 is what you
Okay.
would roll to hit. No.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
You this caught you off guard completely.
Mhm.
And you're kind of like, yeah, and you kind of fire off, kind of hitting the ceiling, and it kind of goes, nice trick. Not what I'm looking for. Is Rye here?
Who's Rye?
Make a deception check.
No!
You know who Rye is. This is a blatant lie.
No! Please! This man has a 20 in all stats and
He kind of goes, oh, my apologies. He grabs the door and closes it, and he kind of goes, you hear off in the hallway, do you know where Rye is? Ah! So he's busy.
At all.
He's busy for the next few minutes.
Oh no.
So
Right.
this
Just
is
bolted.
our this is our hint to never ask the DM what this shopkeeper looks like ever again.
I just wanted to know.
Hey,
if Lunaire
oh.
gets
you
woken
didn't
up, he's
ask
not
for
gonna be
any
happy.
exotic goods.
I just wanted a battle axe.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And this time you just wanted bottles.
Yeah, vials of fire.
This is gonna become a trend. Eventually, Rye's gonna leave the party.
Um,
And then
Sometimes
You
when you're
simply
buying
ask
shit, you
for
just gotta
vials.
go.
Asking for vials
gotta
is
say,
too much.
Go and buy
Oh,
the
no.
thing.
okay, so
I want to roleplay more. Not my fault.
Lunaire, your door does get
Oh.
busted open at some point. Just is Rye in here? Rye does not seem to be in here. Do you know Rye? It's like,
Lunaire just gets startled awake, looks over at the man like, "Excuse you,
Wait,
sir."
you look over?
Listen.
the head
He
turns
moves
You
his
don't-
head
towards.
towards.
That yes. He turns his head. It's like, "Excuse you, I'm trying to sleep."
And I'm trying to find my only friend in this town. Where's Rye?
I don't know who Rye is.
Make a deception check.
Oh, oh my god! Give me a second. My fucking computer's been retarded.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Just come on.
No, when you're too
Please.
drunk, you don't need to roll for deception.
You don't need it. Where's my deception? Am I dumb? Am I a little dumb? Where's deception?
Man, this
There
guy
it is.
should be really
Let's see.
happy that I decided to stay with
What does it say?
Liana.
No.
Oh,
You kind of feel that his face goes from a exasperated "I don't know where this guy is" to "You're lying to me. I have an in."
No.
As Liana goes, "Oh, you're lying, but I do not care. I'm trying to find Rye," and he kind of like up towards your bed. He kind of goes, "If you see him, give him this." And
Rye has his hood on,
oh
and
no.
he's got his scarf like over his face.
Is he hiding in my room?
no, Rye is
No,
long gone
that's-
by this point.
He is
Okay.
fucking bolting towards wherever Liana is.
Yeah. So you see, you notice this firbolg just kind of like hand you this like inch thick rectangular box with a little antenna on it with little dials. Kind of goes, "Now look, I'm giving this to you as a trusting exercise. Okay, maybe I can be a friend of yours. My name's
I don't want to
Petalaris.
be your friend.
Well, that's fine. No one else in this town wants to be.
I can see why.
So
Doesn't like just a grumble. He's tired.
I've heard that many times too. Rye's been the only person that's actually talked to me for a long time, and I wish to keep him as a friend.
Get on with the point.
Hand him this so I can keep in contact with him. Tell him that next time he comes to my shop, I'll give him two of my best experiments for free. Maybe that'll incentivize him to talk to me more, please. Look.
This
that
is
all?
just sad now.
Are you done yet?
He's just trying
I'll
to
let
make
go
friends.
and sleep.
Yes, I'm done. Also, by the way, I have a tracking device on this thing, and I will know if you leave it behind, and I will be very upset if you do. Don't
What-
worry, I'm not going to kill you or any of that stuff, but I'll be very sad. I'm Petalaris, what's your name? And he kind of sticks out a hand very nervously.
He just looks at his hand and puts his head, turns his head to his hand and just turns
Right,
his head back up.
right, okay. Another day
Get
with
out of my room.
only one friend. Okay, goodbye. Make sure you give that to Rye. I wish to talk with him some more. Okay. And he kind of like,
Leave.
yeah, I'm leaving. And he goes out and goes, "Sorry for the intrusion." He grabs the door and slams it shut. You hear some splinters kind of breaking off of the door. You hear a lot of shouting and cursing coming from downstairs, and a lot of the firbolg saying like, I'll pay, don't worry."
Killed someone.
No, he didn't kill someone, he just injured someone.
Oh my
Pretty
god.
badly.
Pretty badly, yeah, but
Lanier
yeah.
just looks at this
Guy's a
thing.
fucking nutbag.
And
Just wants
he's
to
your
make a
best
friend.
Oh my god. Lanier just like feels over this thing because he can't fucking see, and he's like, "What the hell is this?" And he just puts it on the nightstand,
Okay.
fixes his eye mask, and goes back to sleep.
Okay, sure. At that point, oh my gosh. Liana, what are you doing at this point?
Oh no.
You're with the
At this
kids,
point,
right?
she's probably just kind of putting her alchemical supplies away and
Okay.
getting ready to bed down for the evening.
And
Right.
I'm nearby and having gotten done tinkering and stuff.
Okay. The two youngest kids are sleeping. The older one is still kind of squatting, kind of standing guard of them. You see that he's getting tired, but his like bestial form still hasn't receded back to the human boy that he really is. But he's still standing guard, watching mainly for the both of you, and also for anything else in the area. After a while, you do notice that he just gets too tired and just passes out nearby.
I'll give Liana a look like, hey, go tuck him in.
Yeah, she'll go over and just lay some blankets over the kids so that way they don't catch cold.
Okay. You kind of notice that as you do that, there's almost an involuntary recoil. Like even like in their sleep, there's a recoil of getting ready to fight or flight as you do that, but then it kind of relaxes. About this time, Rye, you are bolting and maybe misty stepping all your way.
He's
You
just
notice
sprinting,
Liana in
like
the
looking
distance.
behind him.
Yeah, you don't see anything as you are just running. You see Liana, William, and the three kids kind of in an area close by that you can run up to if you want.
I think he's still panicking, so he's gonna run and then like like do that thing where he like puts an arm up on a tree and like he hyperventilates for a moment. I think he probably dry heaves as well. Just a couple times.
I spin around, gun pointed at you. It's the silenced pistol,
It's me.
don't want to
It's
wake up the kids.
It's me. It's me.
You look like you just murdered someone and got seen by the guards.
That firbolg is a fucking nutbag.
Yeah, that's why when I heard that you got sent to him, I was wondering who hated you. I put my pistol away. So I'm guessing he came by to say hi to you.
He said more than hi. He fucking took out a crossbow and aimed that shit at me.
Uh-huh.
Well, it looks like he missed. You don't have any holes in you.
Oh, he hit this other fucking dude though.
Lovely. Sounds like a wonderful
Well,
individual.
that sounds like
I mean,
he's
that
a
was
bad guy.
That was just because I teleported out of the way.
If he did it on purpose, I'd go over there and shoot him.
But holy shit, I think he's up to like fucking find me. I don't know if he's gonna
Do you
like
think he has a crush on you, or
find me. I think the impression that I get is that he just doesn't have that many friends, and I think I was nice to him, and he like thinks we're friends because I bought some potions from him. But
he's a quote-unquote nice guy then?
R/nice guys.
That's what I was getting at.
a little bit. He's not that nice though. But
Hey, at least he hasn't called you a bitch yet.
and then he like
You didn't leave all your stuff in the city, did you?
no, I hadn't unpacked yet.
Okay.
But we need to get out of Goldmeadow as soon as possible.
We're leaving at 12 tomorrow.
Can we leave at 11?
No.
God damn it.
The druid that's taking us is going to be nursing a hangover.
Shit. We can have Harmony heal the hangover.
I mean, we could, but I can't leave the camp. I gave my word that I'm going to be switching off with Liana, so you'd have to go back in Goldmeadow, and
You could just go in and I'd stay.
Yeah, but it's a lot funnier if you do it.
What if this guy kidnaps me and keeps me in his fucking explosive basement?
Fine, I'll go. Had more tinkering and drawing to do, but whatever.
Just
I pat you on the back and go, I'll go ask Harmony, and then come straight back. And if anyone asks, I've never seen you. I don't know you.
shouldn't have given that fucker my name.
I will head into town,
Okay.
go to the tavern that I know that the people are staying at, and ask the bartender if they know which room a Miss Harmony is staying in.
You see the bartender who has a bandage over like the side of his nose, kind of like goes, yes, I do know. Are you friend of Hers?
I'm a friend of her. I'm part of her group.
Oh,
What happened?
right. An eccentric. Let's put it that way.
I'm
The
sorry
firbolg,
about
the
that.
firbolg, if you know him.
I know of him.
Yeah, he kind of gestures off to the side, and you see this one guy kind of like propped up against like the wall, an arrow sticking out of his neck, kind of like, just pull it out, right now, just come on, I can take it. And the other guy's like, no,
No!
we need to get you a healer, and it's like, no, just do it right now, come on.
I go, hey, I know a healer.
I don't care, just get it out right now.
Hey. So which room's Miss Harmony in?
He gives you the directions, you can find it easily.
Okay. I'll go over to the man with the arrow in and go, I'll take the arrow out, but you have to come with me to the healer first. She is right upstairs.
He goes, I just want this thing out. Okay. Alright, come on, alright. Kind of slowly gets
So-
up. Alright, come on, let's go.
I help him walk, and then I go over to Harmony's door and knock and go, Harmony,
You knock, the door just opens.
you're decent, right, Harmony?
She just pokes her head up, her staff firmly gripped in her hand. Yes.
We have an eccentric firbolg shot a man in the neck, and I was wondering if you could help him.
I'm not surprised firbolg did some damage.
Yep, he was aiming for a kid in some robes. When he kind of
A kid?
yeah.
disappears. Yeah. it was
Rye.
He doesn't wear
He
robes.
was aiming for
Oh,
Rye. He was
dear.
trying to shoot Rye.
That's lovely.
Oh, he doesn't wear robes. Sorry, I forgot.
He wears a coat that goes about down to his knees. It's a
Well,
leather
That's
coat.
lovely.
Well, to
But
him,
I was also
to this guy,
wondering-
you're wearing like long robes because from what I
Yeah.
saw of you.
Can your magic cure a hangover?
Lesser restoration.
Yes.
Okay, well, I asked that
Making like the fuck. Yes.
because Rye wants to leave as soon as possible, and then I motioned to the man with an arrow in his neck for obvious reasons. And the druid will have a hangover tomorrow morning, so I was wondering if we could just pop in and do it so we can get out of here as quick as possible.
Easy enough.
Okay. I will leave this lovely gentleman with you. I must get back to the camp outside, which you know the directions to.
Kip, have fun.
Can you just take this
Yep.
arrow out of my neck now, please?
Yes, don't worry.
It hurts. And you proceed to administer
Do
aid
such.
to this guy.
Yes.
To this poor man. So you take the arrow out, you heal him. And he
I'll head back
thanks
to
you
Rye.
and he heads back.
I head back to Rye and say, we may be able to leave a bit earlier. She said she can fix the hangover. We still have to find said druid in the morning.
You're pretty perceptive, right?
Sure.
It'll be you, Flipper. Flipper, Lunarin. Oh fuck, Lunair can't see.
You know, we walked through this forest for a while to get here. If you want, you can invite him out to this lovely little patch of flowers, have him look at it, and I'll just come up behind him with my rifle.
It's not that simple. And I don't want to murder him.
So, what I'm getting is this isn't a look at the flowers, George situation. I say it with completely deadpan expression, like normal.
It isn't.
Okay. Well, you should probably get to. You look like you're about to have an aneurysm
I might.
at your shoulder.
Oh, Rye, I need you to roll something for me. You're getting pretty stressed out.
Oh shit.
If you shock me again, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg.
Yeah, so roll for me, please. And
Nope.
I need to get up the fun times.
Nope.
All right, let me
nope.
see here. Okay, let me see. I need to double check where is it?
Where
I can
is
pull it
it?
up.
Where is
DM,
it?
where is
oh
it?
I
my
can pull it up.
goodness.
I got it.
Here it is.
Like,
I found
oh
it too.
my god!
Like, gosh, I can't believe it.
Like, and he
Yes.
Oh, did you roll one?
It's
No,
the right
it's the best
one.
one out of the entire
It's
thing.
the
I am
right
so
one.
happy.
Oh,
I am
God,
so,
yes.
Oh, I'm so
And I am
happy.
currently patting your
It's the
shoulder. I
right
hope so.
one for the situation.
I'm
The
filled
I-
with so much
fuck are
happiness
you
right now.
doing?
Would
Oh
you
my
like
gosh.
Can I describe what happened?
Yes, as you're getting super stressed out, electricity is going between your fingers and hands at this point. What happens?
Rye's hair is like currently like his hair's pretty curly and it's like kind of standing on end. You can tell that he's very electrified right now. And once again
I mean, it's
he
dark.
he looks up. He stands up and he props himself up against the tree again, and he dry heaves, and from out of his mouth comes just like his like mouth and ears and nose comes like just clouds, and they form into a large blue-skinned figure.
Yes, as this large blue-skinned figure kind of like it crosses his arms and it's kind of floating.
Liana's drawing her sword. She sees
I
it.
draw both my pistols.
As the lower
Holy
half of his
shit.
body is completely surrounded in like just clouds, and he goes, "Oh, hello. Ah,
Oh
I
no.
haven't met either one of you before. I am Uncle Azfed. It's a pleasure.
It wasn't a dream.
Please come, sit. I have many stories to tell." As he kind of like
I think Rye faints.
goes, "Oh
Right?
no! Someone please
What
get him up."
is this?
I think he faints.
Rye
Rye
looks at this
fainted.
and just faints.
Yeah.
Goes, "Oh, well, I'm here for another hour, so if you want, I can tell you a quick story."
Question, Hummus.
Uh-huh.
In all of the alchemy supplies that they scavenged from the structure, would there be smelling salts?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Liana's gonna revive.
Wait, you're gonna
Yeah.
what?
She,
Revive Rye with the smelling salts.
yeah, Liana
okay.
goes over to the alchemy supplies, just like pulls out a bag of smelling salts, like grabs Rye by the hair and just shoves it up under his nose.
Okay, almost immediately, Rye, you're as you wake up, and you still hear the voice of, "Oh, it's you okay? Please, there's no need to be
Rye,
worried.
explain.
There's a lot happening right now.
I'm Uncle Azfed. Please, now's the time. For
Are you a
tales.
genie?
I'm a djinn, yes.
So you grant wishes.
No, I tell stories.
That's way worse than normal genies.
Oh, I don't grant wishes. I can, but I won't.
Why not?
I like to tell stories. The most.
Well, what if I made a wish that you could tell the best story I ever heard?
Oh, I tell those all the time, my friend. No wish needed.
Yes. See, I'm not too sure about that though.
Well, would you like to hear stories of creation? Stories of cities in the clouds? Stories of things underground that no longer exist? I
Can you tell non-fiction stories?
All of these are. I lived through them.
Can you tell me a story of?
I can tell you stories of the last Great War, the Great War before that, or...
What about the
even-
planar shard of the material plane?
Oh, yes, I can.
I'm willing to hear that
It's
story.
an interesting one.
What the fuck?
Leonis is going to look between this large blue-skinned Jin and William, and she's just going to say, "I am completely lost. What are you even talking about?"
It's something that could be used for either great good or great evil if found.
Essentially, a planar shard is, what you call the essence of a plane. You're on the material plane. Each plane has a shard. That's what's used in the last Great War. The planar war. Have you heard the history books?
Yeah.
Of course. Come, let me tell you a tale. sit down. He kind of like wraps around his arms and he kind of like starts to say something. Do any of you know Orin?
Rye does.
I know primordial, so yes.
Okay, yeah. You understand this as like an incantation of basically summoning the clouds to perform a visual storytelling. Basically things of like, oh clouds, heed my command, let me tell a tale through your beauty, kind of thing. As he is forming like these like this like mist and clouds in his hands and up from the ground, as it's almost almost captivating to see him work and see this like realistic looking mountain and trees start to appear out of this like clouds and smoke. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, what was this genie's name?
He called himself Uncle Azfed.
Okay, Uncle Azfed. I'm just gonna imagine that this is your girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. My goodness. So, as the good uncle is weaving his arms around, making this performance for you all, his voice starts to overlay what is occurring, and goes, oh, way in the beginning of creation, the deities were there before any of the planes. The planes were born from the shards, as you see little bits of little crystalline individual structures just kind of floating in space. It just goes, and as of nowhere, it... And you see the planes start to form as best you can in like an artistic expression of literal like sheets of circular planes, just kind of like, you know, math, like planes just kind of appearing. And he kind of goes, each of them has a shard, or did, as one of them was consumed more or less. As he kind of goes and kind of begins to start pulling and pushing the clouds to form into what looks to be an overview of the plane you're on at this moment. He kind of goes, and this is the plane you're on right now. In the beginning, the deities were sent down. They each forged their own weapons that they cast down into this area, for it was too dangerous for the deities to have their own weapons with them. The planar shard, however, and he kind of moves his hands, kind of like it's zooming into the earth itself. And he kind of goes, this shard is everywhere but nowhere, people say, but that's untrue. They each have its own physical form, but this one is hard to come by. Only the foolish dare try, as this one, from what I know, lies deep within the molten rock of this plane's core. Certain death for anyone who tries to get it. And it kind of zooms into what kind of is looking like a, imagine like a cutout of the earth, kind of like straight down to the core kind of thing. And like the shard is the core of this plane. And he kind of says, if this shard was to be taken away, no doubt the entire plane itself would crumble within an instant. I, as the knowledgeable uncle, the wise uncle to all of you now, kind of like nods his head to each of you, kind of gives you a smile and a wink, kind of goes, advise to never, ever go for it, as you would be bringing destruction to everyone. Kind of wipes his hand away, and it kind of, in a gust of wind, kind of clears off his storytelling table, if you will. Kind of goes, now on to more happy things, maybe? Unless, wait, he kind of like holds and goes, oh, I still have about 40 minutes. Any other stories you wish to hear? Kind of like leaves it open.
I think Ryan at this moment is just kind of stunned at what's everything that happened from.
Know any
Settlers
stories about
to-
Rye before all the power manifested?
He kind of gives you a sly smile and goes, maybe. Would you like to hear, Rye?
He looks up and blinks a couple times and says,
maybe in private the next time you summon me.
It's just like
You're obviously flustered. I get that.
yeah.
He kind of like hovers over towards you and places his large hand kind of over your shoulder, kind of draping it over. Kind of goes, "Oh, my boy, don't be worried. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about a thing. You're perfect the way you are, in my eyes at least. Now, if you want to hear my tales, fine.
Certainly.
Do you wish to hear it in private or with your company?
No. Just tell it.
Well, sure." Kind of pushes away from you, kind of
I
brings
was once a wee little boy. Wet himself all the time.
up. No,
That's true.
that way. He kind of goes, "Oh, well. Do you wish to hear something about your past, Rye? Like your very, very early days? Or something more recent? Only one today, though. And, well, next time I'll tell the other."
Let's flip a coin.
Sure.
Let's flip a coin. And he pulls out a gold coin from his pocket and just says, heads for early days, tails for recent.
What if I shoot it?
Kind of gives you a nod. Shoots it in the middle. Can't tell which one's which side.
No,
Heads.
like I literally asked that.
Oh.
What if I shoot it?
He kind of goes, "Heads, early days.
Damn. Didn't even let me shoot it.
Let me see what I can muster." And he kind of draws that same kind of that same table full of clouds and smoke and mist. Kind of goes, "Well, do you remember these individuals?" And he kind of brings up these like cloud forms of what is like a man and a woman. The woman being very, very late. Not late, but what's the word?
The woman's the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
No, very close to her due date for pregnancy. Let's put it that way. I don't remember the third semester.
Trimester.
The third semester of pregnancy. Oh, I remember that well.
Late term. Yes, I believe that's the. Oh, you changed your name. Oh my gosh. Never mind.
Aw, that's a cute name change. That's adorable.
God, I'm smiling. Oh, how dare you?
That's adorable.
Oh, this is adorable.
Now have us smiling.
Whoops, I didn't mean to distract. I'm sorry, continue.
Oh,
It's fine.
no, it's great.
This is the
cute.
most wholesome sidetracking that has ever been done
It's
here.
adorable.
Oh, you can't imagine how wide I'm smiling. I'm so flustered right now. Okay,
Well, hey, at least he no longer goes by the nickname Bean Paste. Because
that was a nickname at one point.
don't look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't.
That's a
Don't
bad
look
idea.
up Hummy either.
Don't do
Don't
that.
don't look up Hummy either.
Just don't. Okay, moving on from this conversation because I don't want that resurge. Okay, so late term, third trimester, woman standing arm in arm with a man. The man is very carefully helping this woman along a very long and strenuous road. A caravan behind them with other people kind of watching out for them as well. All similarly dressed in kind of. Oh no! Stop! No. Wow. All right. I'm not looking at Discord chat right now. All right. So you see these two individuals with other individuals similarly dressed, kind of walking this long road past some wilderness into what looks to be a clearing with like a town off to the side. And Uncle Azfed kind of goes, "Now these you might not recognize." Kind of points and he goes, "This, though I can't get details. Your pa and your ma." Kind of points towards both of them. "And that right there," kind of points to the belly. "That's you in there." Kind of gives you a smile and a now.
He's just sitting there like, sitting there like, Wow, I didn't think this would actually be happening this moment.
So he kind of goes, so, from what I know, and from what I have been tasked with, well, honestly, let me get this out of the way first. Your family itself. I've been in your family for a long time, many generations. And now I'm tasked with looking after you. So it's been kind of my life's work to look after you a little bit. But, side note aside, let's continue, shall we? This is your family traveling to a land that you grew up in for a while. Your friends might know it as, do they know where you're from?
They
Kinda
know
looks
that
at
I'm
you.
from Or's Rest.
Ah, Oar's Rest, yes. So they don't. Very well.
They do. They know that I am
Wait,
from Or's
we
Rest.
don't know
Oh,
where
you-
you're
wait.
from?
Oar's Rest. They don't know that you came from the sea on a boat
The sea?
with the captain.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Ah, so you
I
did
guess
tell
my
that.
home was the sea.
Very well. He kind of gives you a wink.
I am so confused.
Right. He gives you a knowing wink.
Yeah.
As he continues. So, is your family?
Liana's gonna insight that actually.
Sure.
No!
I have to look up the
'Cause that
stats for a
was-
genie.
Because
how's
that was an interaction that just made her question, and it's reflex to question people when they do that shit.
All right.
Well, I do know you speak Telsian, so I may have to ask you about that one day.
No, you don't know. That's a deception check from him right there.
God damn, that's respectable.
Yeah, no, all it was a wink. Just a wink. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing you can tell that there's any meaning behind it. Just a wink towards
Just
Rye.
a wink.
Just a wink like, haha. Like, haha, I got him kind of thing. Maybe like he was
Yep.
kidding. You don't know.
Mhm.
But he continues and goes, so, your family traveled to a far-off land to seek refuge, to seek a place suitable for your birth. And they did find it. 'Cause during pregnancy and before, your people had a grandiose saying, a tale that they told to one another. Something that said that one day a birth will happen that will shake the world, will bring about the storms that will fuel every light in every city and town. It will be scary. The clouds will cover the sun for a short time, but with that, electricity will burrow into the ground and from the sky. They didn't know if it was you. They didn't know if it was the next person or the next one being born. But your mother had a feeling that it might have been her baby that could be this tale. And to be honest, looking at you and you summoning me like this, it might be the case. Kind of wipes the screen again, kind of goes, now, to go back even further, and he kind of zooms into an unfamiliar town to all of you. This weird looking town, this city almost, with a vineyard nearby, a sprawling vineyard. And he kind of goes, now this is where the tale takes place, earlier, where the tale originates, and where your family might have come from, or at least heard the tale in passing. One noble person had a dream, a premonition, from none other than the deity of the tempests themselves. Kind of looks at anybody, kind of like gesturing, like, do you know who I'm talking about?
Vendors?
Yes, he's just waiting for you to say something.
Yep.
I look at him and go, I don't keep track of the deities anymore.
Very well. For those of you who do not know or simply don't care, Vindurus, the patron of the skies, winds, and clouds, my patron, as well as the author and Yosa, those three are my top 3 deities I follow. But this tale speaks of a way to harness this power of the storm, to make it be born into mortal flesh, to have it sit, culminate, grow in power before it is released in its full potential by the person who carries it, to bring about this new age of electricity and storm. Many thought it was a hoax or a tale of a madman, and some still believe so. But some say a great storm is approaching at some point in the time. And though some say this tale is mad, others think that this person who had this premonition, this dream, this possibly delusion, well, some took his word, and some began to theorize and bring up ways to harness it, to extract this tempest from this individual, to rip it out of their entire soul and harness it for their own purposes.
That sounds like a
them.
waste of time.
I'm not done, my good sir.
Let him speak.
To harness it for their own gain, and to have them be the ones to bring about this age of electricity. Fame, fortune, money, power, or even the goodness in their hearts. Many people try and are searching for a possible madman's tale of a mortal being with a storm inside, and he kind of like whisks away the table, and the storm and the clouds kind of circle around him and kind of go, well, I think I've had enough for today. I think my hour's up. Until we meet again, Rye. Gives you a wink. He dissipates into the mist and smoke and clouds. Leaving you alone without Uncle Azfed. As sad as
Right.
that is.
Rye stands up and walks into the woods and vomits.
Make a
That's what he does.
Constitution saving throw.
I think he just vomits.
No, that's not for vomiting. Okay, you don't pass out.
Okay.
You feel a bit woozy after that, but you off in the distance, wiping your face, cleaning yourself a little bit. Yeah.
And he walks back and he doesn't say anything. He just starts setting up his tent, and
Okay.
if nobody says anything to him, he goes the fuck to bed.
Liana's finally gonna put her sword away. She's had it out the whole time.
Oh yeah, the genie didn't seem worried at all by that. Like he was just like, yeah, I understand. He just continued to tell us.
It's a fucking genie. Like, of course it didn't. He wasn't worried. It couldn't
Liana
put a
stood
soul.
posed no threat to him whatsoever.
No, none of you
Yeah,
posed
no.
any threat to him. If he wanted to, he could
I
kill every
mean-
single one of you.
I mean, to be honest, I think the only person that might have posed a threat is me, and that's just because of the sheer damage of firearms.
Maybe, but
But like that would be if I hit like every time and he didn't hit once.
yeah.
Yeah, Liana will put her sword away and then go lay down with the kids, just kind of about like 3 feet away from them, just
Okay.
close enough to keep an eye on them, and so that way she's there if any of them wake up.
Sure. You go off to bed. Rye, I believe, just passes out from probably exhaustion a little bit, being stressed out, and anything else you're feeling at the moment. And she's just like, mm-hmm. So, is there anything anyone else would like to do before I time skip to the next day?
I'm gonna, for the first time in a long time, my character's just gonna say a prayer for his brother and then go to sleep.
All right, you send a quick prayer up.
It's not towards any one god, really.
All right,
So.
just in general, to the deities, to the pantheon. Okay, just whoever will listen. Fair enough. You don't need to roll anything for this. Just you send it up. Okay, cool. I know that Lunaire is passed out already after getting woken up by the firbolg. I know that Harmony.
Pass the fuck out.
Oh yeah, totally. You're like, this firbolg interrupted my beauty sleep. Excuse me. I'm going back to bed. Probably not at that level, but you're back to bed. You're sleeping. Flipper is knocked out at this point. Being drunk and tired. Harmony is finally getting a good night's sleep after being woken up like 2 times. So I believe that's everyone. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's everyone. So to the next day, you all wake up. How early are you all waking up? Like crack of dawn, or like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, or?
I'm waking up crack of dawn.
And I was probably waking up, not exactly at the crack of dawn, but in the early morning hours.
Harmony's gonna wake up at the crack of dawn.
I'm gonna go look for the lady druid who's probably having a hangover, but probably got to sleep way earlier than the rest of us, considering she was already like near blackout drunk when we found her.
Haha! Make an investigation check to see if you can try to find her.
I mean, investigation. Sometimes I think the best way to investigate is to intimidate.
Calm down, Loki.
Are you trying to intimidate people to be like, tell me where they are? Or
Nah, the
Okay.
investigation.
Investigation. Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You ask around a little bit, and you get pointed off to a different tavern from where you saw her previously. Seems like she was bar
Probably
hopping.
because they cut her off.
Oh, for sure. You go over to that tavern, and you walk in. You notice a druid face first on the floor, just kind of drooling off the side of her mouth. Her staff kind of off in the corner. You just hear this.
I'm gonna pick her up and sling her over my shoulder.
Okay, you pick her up. She offers no resistance. Just.
I'll take her to Harmony.
Dad.
Not your dad.
You're so mean.
Dad.
Dad. As you take her to Harmony, as she's like, Dad, where are we going? I'm fine.
I'm not your dad.
Why are you touching me? Get off of me.
When she says get off of me, I'm like right in front of Harmony. I just drop her in front of Harmony.
Oh, that was
Harmony
a
just
hard landing. That's a bad
Harmony just raises an
bed.
eyebrow. It's like,
This
what?
is the one that needs to have the drunk
No,
taken
I'm
away.
Fine. She kind of lazily
This
opens
is
up
the
her
one who's
eyes.
gonna open the portal for us.
Oh,
I'm fine.
yeah, I'll just...
Mom? Is that you? Why are you here?
Lesson restoration.
I thought you died 4 years ago. Almost immediately, she's like,
Has anyone ever told you you drool when you're asleep?
Shut up.
You also called your dad and mom's name a lot.
Shut up. I don't want to hear any of you talk at the moment.
Okay,
Get
DM,
out of the
let's
room.
be honest.
Get out of the room right
restoration.
now, please.
You're in my room.
Get out of the room, please.
Are you gonna vomit?
You're in
Call
my
lesser
room.
restoration.
Get out of the room.
Get out of the room, please, or I'm gonna force you to get out. You don't want that. Please.
I'll step out of the room, but I'm still looking straight in.
Okay, she
Harmony
looks at you.
steps out as well.
Thank you. She stands up very slowly. Okay. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Should I
you
get my
might need
bearings?
this. I like toss her staff.
Kind of. Thanks. Kind of hits her in the face. Almost got it. Bends down. Okay.
So why are you such a drunk?
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Well, fine. Then I'll make sure that we don't give you as much as you can handle at Greyrock.
No, I can handle my liquor fine, thank you. It's when you use that magic on me when I get like this. I'm at my peak.
You can handle.
I'm at my.
You can handle your liquor just fine.
Shut
Okay.
up, please.
Are you calling me daddy then?
When I'm talking, you better shut up. Okay. Everyone else knows this. Okay. I'm not in the mood, especially since you robbed me of my amazing drunken state. Okay. This is your bed.
Amazing drunken state?
Shut
Yeah,
up.
that's my bed.
Shut up. She's going over to the bed. And just vomits all over the bed. She goes, "That's what you get." And she kind of walks past
it's a
you.
good thing we're in a tavern and she doesn't have to sleep there anymore.
She walks by you, Harmony, and kind of goes. She grabs your shirt, wipes her mouth with it. There, souvenir. I'll be waiting near the gate. And she walks by you. She wiped her face, her vomited face, just on your armor and shirt, and she just walked by. She goes, "Wait by the gate."
Does it look like she has anything important on her that I can see?
Make a perception check.
Cool. Because this bitch just started something.
Oh, yeah, you see something very interesting. You see a silver and gold plated little necklace that is dangling from her staff, that is kind of attached very loosely to the right underneath where she holds it.
Mage hand.
Mage hand? She get mage hand.
She wouldn't happen to be related to Violet, would she?
You don't know.
I don't even know Violet in game, but
Out of character, she's not. No. Would have been funny though.
It would have been.
So
it would have made so much sense.
So mage hand, you it's really easy. It's very very loosely loosely on. She is too not caring at the moment to even notice. You take it. It seems to be a small little necklace, a pendant that has what looks to be script on it in a language you don't understand. And it seems to be in the shape of a heart as she walks out of the tavern.
Harmony's just gonna nod and put it in her bag.
I'm gonna note that for later. But
Okay.
I'm gonna go downstairs and to the tavern guy and ask how much for a bottle of your finest.
He, in the moment of handing over a glass of ale to the woman, kind of goes, 3 silver, and the woman goes, "Thanks." Okay. She kind of gets up and leaves. Kind of throws a piece of gold behind her. He catches it.
So how much for a bottle of your finest?
You had to deal with her. I'll give it to you for a silver.
I'll put down a gold and say, "Can you break a gold piece?"
Yeah, and he kind of divvies out the change for you. Kind of goes. He pushes toward.
Why is she so angry?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Well.
Daddy issues?
More or less. Once her mom passed, Dad got violent. All she has is her pendant of her mother's name inscripted in Dradic, I think.
Oh my god!
So she holds that in high regard. The only thing really keeping her from drinking herself to death, to be honest.
Well,
You're gonna have to give. I go over to Harmony with the bottle and grab you by the shoulder and go, "You're gonna have to give that pendant back."
Harmony just tilts her head. And may I ask why?
Because it's the only thing that keeps her somewhat stable.
Yeah, why should I care what she wiped her mouth on when I'm wearing and puke on my bed out of spite?
Because she's the person who has to get us back to Goldmeadow. So
That is true. She's your one-way ticket, to be honest.
Harmony just rubs her temples, her tail lashing behind her.
just say
Okay.
she dropped it, and maybe she'll take it as a sign of good faith.
Okay. And Harmony's gonna go to her and hand her the pendant.
Okay,
when
you reach out the pendant. She goes, "What you give that to me now?" She snatches it from me. He's like, "Don't you touch my stuff."
It fell off when you were in my room.
Make a deception check for me.
Loki, move off my keyboard. Thank you. Don't claw my keyboard. Or me. Thank you.
He's trying to send us a message.
He's
Don't
tried
be
to bite
rude.
me. He's like, don't do this.
Don't be rude. He's trying to send us a message.
I'll get
Stop
everyone
chewing on my
else-
headset. You
I'll
little
make
shit.
sure everyone else knows to meet up at the gate as soon as possible.
Sure. Okay,
I'll ask
yeah.
if Sana or Scalder want to come.
Oh, yeah, they both want to come.
Okay.
So you kind of say, as she says that, she goes, "Sorry," just kind of assumed. She kind of ties it back onto her staff, kind of, "Sorry."
So
Harmony nod. It's alright. Don't worry about it.
Look, it got off on the wrong foot. Just don't. Look, I hate lesser restoration, okay? Just don't do that. Just let me work off my drunkenness myself.
Apologies.
Yeah, you better. She kind of goes, "Where did my..." She kind of reaches back, as flask's empty. She kind of curses to herself in common.
wait, Goldmeadow. Does Goldmeadow have an actual liquor store?
No, it's all taverns.
Oh. I'm gonna go tavern to tavern to see if they have any like super expensive ale.
It's
Like
about.
I'm talking above a gold.
No, not above a gold piece.
Damn. Then I'll how many of those bottles? You said it was 3 silver.
3 silver, yeah. So
I'll
you
go
can
to
probably get
others.
up to like 5 of them. You get up to 5 of them, like, because they're like, "Sure, we'll give you a bottle, but we're still keeping some for reserve."
I only need 3 more because then I'm out of silver.
Sure. So you buy as many as you wish. Just put on.
Okay.
Just put down Goldmeadow.
Oh no, I
wine
put
or-
it. I
or-
put it in my.
Okay, gotcha.
I put that I had 4 bottles of it. I do this as I'm going through and telling everyone to meet up at the gate, and then with Scalder and Sadie. Aw, that's so close to Ulfer and Sana.
Yep.
So I with Scalder and Sadie, I head forward with a bag, and I hand the bag to her and go, "We got off on the wrong foot. Sorry for ruining your drunkenness."
She kind of like staring
I
at
handed
you
the
because like
bag of
there's
4
like
bottles.
death stare of like, "How dare you?" She like looks at the bag, kind of raises an eyebrow. What's that?
This is 4 bottles of the best liquor I could buy at the tavern.
She kind of like tilts her head up, kind of like a, "Are you serious? You pull my leg right now?" She kind of like looks in the
I
bag.
let her look inside.
She looks in the bag. Can I sample one?
They're yours.
She reaches in, grabs one, kind of like goes, "Okay, hold on." She like, "All right, hey, watch this trick." She slams her staff into the ground, kind of putting it in there. Goes over to one of the knots, places the bottle underneath, and almost like a bottle opener, just kind of. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
I like how you actually made the sound of a gulp.
That's the good stuff. All right, all's forgiven. She kind of takes the bag and kind of holds it and kind of like puts it in her own bag. And goes, "All right."
I
when we
pat
leave
her
it-
shoulder.
Don't. We're not in physical contact yet. All right? No. Don't ever do that to me
Very
again, or I will
honest.
slap you upside the face. Got that? Good. Now, I'm
I'll
gonna wait by the
say
gate.
same deadpan expression. Same deadpan expression. Right after she said, "I will slap you upside the the face as a joke. Same deadpan expression. I say, maybe I'm into that.
She kind of goes, all right. And she tries to slap you. Do you try to dodge?
Well, let's see if I mean, I'll just kind of lean back, but it like, not anything like super jerky.
Oh,
she
no.
She
It
misses.
was super easy.
Yeah, she misses. Really not that into it. All right, I'm waiting by the gate. Probably drinking.
Wait, I said I was into it. Does that mean she's hitting on me?
I'm not. You're just stupid. As she just kind of walks
I mean, I
away.
have a girlfriend, so.
He goes, good for you. Oh, looking a little. As she
Get laid.
as she kind of makes her way towards the edge of the gates, kind of like leaning up against the wall, kind of like pulling out one of the bottles and starts drinking it, just full on gulping one of the bottles. You notice by the time you start to leave to find your party members, she's finished one and just tossed it off to the side. She's
No,
looking in the bag.
I left to find them and just inform them all while I was getting the beer.
Oh, okay. Did not realize that. So you all are with everybody, right?
I don't know. They could have come with me, but I basically just said to be here as soon.
Rye's probably gonna stay. Beware, because he's not going into the city.
The gate. So
Okay.
you're gonna have to go around the city.
He'll go around the city.
Okay, that'll take a while.
The hood on his coat just up.
Okay, sure. So you're being as stealthy as possible.
Is there like back alleys and like back roads in the city?
Yeah, there are.
It's a city, of course there are.
Yeah, can you take like a stealthy route through this city?
Sure, make a stealth check.
Shit.
All right.
Oh no.
I will justify that by saying he did wake up and immediately take like a huge swig of alcohol.
Sure. All right. Where are you going in the city? Where everyone else is?
He's gonna try to keep as far away from the alchemy shop as possible.
Sure.
First of all.
All right. At one point, you do hear the voice of Petlaris in the distance saying, "Have you seen this individual? I'm trying to get him something." But you're like, "Oh, nope," and you're kind of walking the other way. You like pass him by. He doesn't notice you, like barely, as he seems to be very adamant in finding you. You notice that he is showing people that circular ticking thing, and he's like, "I wish to give him this. It's a very good item. I want to give it to him to show my friendship." And this one guy's like, "I haven't seen him, man. You gotta leave this place."
Fucking time bomb.
Rye increases pace.
So as Rye kind of very not stealthily gets the attention of many of the rangers and guards that Kellen has employed, kind of like they're looking at you like trying to sneak, and they're like looking at you like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "We can see you," and you're like, "No, don't say anything." As you're walking away, they're kind of looking at you like, "That's a weirdo."
He looks at whatever ranger it was. He mouths Pet Laris.
You start like you say you mouth pet, and they're like,
Oh.
okay. And they're like,
he puts his finger over his mouth.
yeah, the guards that were there kind of like give you a thumbs up, like a nod, and like we're like they do like the lips are.
Everybody knows this guy. He's the town idiot.
Like lips are sealed, lock and key thrown away, kind of thing. Like we got you, bud. It's like, we don't know you, but we got you.
Yeah.
As you make your way.
Solidarity.
As you make your way there, you do hear, as you get out of earshot, Petlaris say, I saw this tiefling, these tieflings, and there's some other things, maybe they're staying at like that tavern, and there's like, oh yeah, they're meeting up at the gate that way. And like, oh, thank you so much.
No.
Just as you get out of earshot. So
whoever that was.
You don't know who it was. But you heard
Can I
him.
look? Can I look to see?
Sure.
I can.
Sure. Yes. You look.
Nope.
It's hard to tell. There are people walking past that. You can only see the firbolg because it's like, what, like 7-ish feet tall or whatever, hunched. You can see him talking down to someone, but you can't see the actual person that said that. Because you see other people walking by, other people buying things at stands, going into stores and stuff. But then you notice that Pelaris goes, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and turns and makes a beeline towards where the group is.
Rye is going to
But he's still further away from you,
follow.
though.
He's gonna try to catch up to Petlaris.
No, you're in front of him.
Well,
You'd
he'll
have to
duck into
slow down.
he'll duck into an alley, and when Petlaris passes, he's just gonna grab him by the arm and pull him into the alley.
Sure. Make a strength check.
Uh,
Just to see if
okay.
you
Can
like,
I make this athletics?
Sure.
No.
Okay. You tug at his arm, and he goes, "Who's there?" Yes. And he kind of goes, "Oh, yes," and he kind of goes into the alleyway. He goes, "Oh, yeah, we're being quiet. I gave your friend, the one with the sleeping mask. I gave him your little contraption. Now, I've set it up on my side that I can actually contact you whenever. Don't worry, I won't be always in contact, but also there's a tracking device on it. I think I already told you that.
Insight
Insight, sure.
on the fact that he's not always in contact.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
And he goes, just every now and again, just when I'm really lonely or bored, I might, call you up, like a little ring or something. Also, there is a function in that allows me remotely to actually open it up, and it fires out little tiny itty bitty miniature grenades. So if you ever need something like that, just talk to me a little bit. Also, I wanted to give you these. And he pulls out this, like, what looks to be the size of his hand, which is like pretty big. Like, it takes 2 hands for you to hold because it's like an awkward size. Kind of like shoves it in your direction. Goes, "Careful, it's very volatile." Now, what you do is, you see that little switch right there? You it's like a little almost like a light switch. Kind of goes, when you wish to use it, just press it in the up position and then immediately throw it. Okay, good. It'll be a very, very what's the right word? Explosive time. Very fun. Just make sure you're not within 40 feet of it when you do so. Okay,
40.
good. And he pulls out something else and shoves it towards your face. Kind of goes, "Now this one."
He does know people can't really throw things 40 feet away from them normally, right?
I'm magic. Listen.
True.
I am magic.
I mean, he saw him like have static on his hands and stuff, so he assumed. And this one, okay, this one, it's a little bit like your other one, but I made it better. And by that, I mean I made more of it. And he brings out another experimental alchemist fire, you think. But this one is about 2 times as big. And it seems like the liquid itself is churning, and there's a mini fire in the middle of it. Kind of goes, "Now this one, don't get it anywhere near anything that would break the glass, because you will die. Okay, good." And he hands it to you. He goes, "Good. Do you need another one of those little things I gave your friend? Because I could quickly make another one. I could just give you mine." And reaches out and grabs it and goes, "Eh?"
You mean does he mean the
little box? The little box.
Well, I could just get it from my friend, but
You know,
But
I don't
Lars, need
trust
a
your
huge-
friend.
I-
They tried to lie to me. Here, and he gives you his and goes, I'll make another one. Don't worry. I have the signal memorized in my head. Yes.
I need a huge favor. From you.
Anything? Yes. Need more explosives? More fire.
I need you to
More explosives? More
not
fire?
tell anyone. I need you to not tell anyone I was here. If any.
Why? I don't care. Sure.
It's just a safety thing.
Don't worry. My lips are sealed.
And I need you to stop saying the name Rye.
Why is that
He
right? Oh,
stitch his own lips.
oh man. Why right? Do I call you friend? I'll call you friend. We're friends, right? Right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You can call me Amir for now, but
A mirror? You're not a reflective surface.
Amir, Amir, Amir.
No, I will call you my friend.
All right, but
My bestest friend.
people could be. There are some people who could be after me for my magical abilities, and
So, I'll
I
kill
would
them.
trust
I will kill them myself for my friend.
if anyone comes asking about me,
I will kill them. Good job. Okay, I will make sure of it.
Make it look like an
I will lure them into my alchemy shop, lock them in the basement, set up a little contraption to which they will mysteriously turn into a paste on the wall. Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Anything else?
nothing else, friend. And
You see him kind of get giddy, and he kind of was like shaking a little bit, like.
he smiles and places a hand on his shoulder now and says, my friends and I were going to Greyrock. We'll be back.
Am I coming to Greyrock too?
You should probably stay here just in case. If anyone does come, and you have been talking about one Rye Windarm,
Yes,
then they will come to you,
and I will dispose of them
and then they'll leave the city.
in a body bag. Yes. Or no? You don't want me to kill them? I'm confused. Isn't that what friends do?
Not particularly.
Then what do they do?
I need to. If you can, just lie. But if you can't,
Why lying is bad. I'd rather just not
so is
tell
killing
anything.
people.
Not really. If they're bad people, the killing is fine. Lying, however, that is bad.
That's fair. If anyone comes asking about me, get as much as you can out of them, and if their intentions seem like they want to.
Oh, I thought get as much out of them as like get all of their organs after their
No.
body.
Information, if you can, but if you
And
can't,
then the organs or no organs? Because I could make a very good explosive from a liver.
use your personal judgment. If it seems like they might be after me for untoward reasons,
I don't know what that word means, but sure.
for
They seem like bad people. I'll take care of it.
and/or
Yeah. Yes. Oh, my friend. And he
I
takes
trust
his
your
large
judgment.
arms and wraps you in like a bear hug and picks you up. And kind of, he's kind of squeezing you a little bit. He's like, oh, this is the happiest day.
If I need anything from you, I'll make sure to contact you. All right?
Yes, please. I have had inspiration. What do you like? Explosions and static electricity. Next time you come, I will have the best surprise for you. I guarantee it. If I do not, you may disown me as a friend. On my friendship, my word, I will make you the best surprise you ever had. Good. Okay.
All right.
I'm so
Good,
excited.
Good. Yeah.
He turns and runs and he starts yelling, I have a friend!
God. And Rai is going to go out the other end of that alley
Okay.
and try to make his way to the gate without.
Sure.
But as he's going, he's gonna keep an eye out to see if he sees that Warforged around at all.
Okay, make another perception check. Also, the rest of you hear in the distance, I have a friend! Just in the distance over everything. Rai. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, William.
What was the druid's name?
Oh, gosh.
Everybody forgot.
I had a lot to do this past week.
Did anyone remember?
I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Give me one moment to see if
So meanwhile, while he's looking this up, how are you enjoying the session, Mrs. Girl?
Olivia,
Hi. Hello.
how
Sorry.
are you enjoying
I was-
this?
She's
having
still
so
alive?
much fun. I am living for this. I mean, first of all, I am proud of all of you for like not letting tell you that this is not so freaking cool and you guys are exercising your imagination. I love it. Also, the amount of like detail that you take to like engage with each other's it's amazing. I like to write stories, so it's like amazing. But I write a page in 4 hours, so like the fact that you guys could come up with this on the fly is just phenomenal.
Wait, it takes you finally someone who writes slower than I do.
Right.
Mine's
Hey.
being blown. It's so
It
nice to hear
takes
this.
me about an hour and a half to write down a page that I actually think is good.
Well, I'm in the first draft page, so I can't go back yet.
Yeah.
Do
So
you guys want to see what I've been drawing while you guys are
yeah,
playing?
Yes.
And I
Oh my
gotta say,
goodness.
your praise gave me a real big smile.
Yeah.
Same.
Me too.
Which one is the J?
I've never had anybody compliment my improv skill.
I've never had anyone say what I'm doing is not nerdy.
That's always a compliment, saying that what you're doing is nerdy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chandler uses it all the time.
Oh, is that the drawing?
What's the doodle? What's the doodle?
Who's
Is that
writing
Uncle
it?
yeah.
Azfed?
Oh, who is it?
I went to Pismo Beach this week, and I just got inspired by the ocean.
Oh,
So I drew it out on a piece of paper, and then
it's
I've
a
been
drawing.
doing the past 2 days detailing him. I kind of hate his hair. I'm gonna go back and change it.
Way better than anything I can do.
It'd be like that.
Here, I'll show you guys what the pencil drawing looks like too.
I can't
Mhm.
find it.
Rename the druid. Rename the druid.
You could just rename her. Yeah, it doesn't matter that much to me.
Name it Olivia.
She's not a person,
Name
she's
it
a
Olivia.
vehicle.
She's
Oh
not a
no!
person. She's an
No, it would be awesome if you named it Olivia, and then Olivia comes.
Name it
And
Olivia.
you let her play the druid.
Oh my gosh.
Then again, I think transfer via plants is a pretty high level spell. So
That's
Yeah,
like a
she-
6th
and
level
that's a
spell.
spell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh heck no! I am so bad at DM.
And
I mean,
druid,
D&D magic.
druid is a really tough class as well.
You could be a fighter.
She could be a monk.
I have a character that's a fighter.
Ooh.
Barbarian's pretty cool too. Gosh.
We have a
okay.
lot of front lines though.
That's who says no to front lines? What are you
We
talking
really
about?
don't. We have two.
We have. No, Crusader's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Crusader.
I mean, real shit. Harmony could frontline, but she don't.
Yeah.
She could.
So,
She should.
what's the druid's name?
Oh gosh, I don't remember her first name. I don't think I gave her a last name.
Olivia.
So I am going to give her a last name right now.
Her name is Carsol.
No, that's someone else.
Carcinogen.
A carcinogen.
Her name is Virginius.
Wow. Okay, give me a second. Her name. Man, I should really write this down somewhere.
I like coming up with names in which
I'm so
very,
confused.
very fun.
Yeah, no, didn't write it down. Okay, great. All right, fun.
Chandler, Fortnite Leg is streaming.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, we have to play Scribbling with everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. then
I
I'll
love
play
playing that game
it.
so much with my friends.
I've never played it
great.
before. I'll
It's
probably
very
start.
funny.
It's terrible drawings and terrible guessings, and it's all kinds of fun.
Oh, it's that.
it's very
I
funny to watch.
I thought it was like the Snake.io for a moment. I don't know why.
Okay. I don't remember her first name, but I believe her last name is Blackwood, if I remember correctly. If not, her last name is Blackwood now, forever.
Okay, what's her first name?
Whatever it was beforehand, but she won't let you call her that.
Okay, I'll look at her and go, "Hey, Blackwood,
Flint Lockwood.
when
I have to go back to mute
you're
now.
not drinking the bottle, throw it up in the air and I'll shoot it."
When it's empty. She finishes off the second bottle, throws it up in the air.
I fire.
Okay, you fire. Make an attack roll. Why not? See if you hit it. Oh yeah, easy.
I hit that thing and it's disintegrated.
Essentially.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glad that wasn't against a person.
Yeah. Is it? She kind of looks, kind of gives you the. Yay. I'm done.
No.
Can we say Rye gets in around this time?
I'd say all of you can be around this area as well, if you so desire.
I'd say Rye gets there last because of the way he was going
Yeah.
about his goings.
True. Okay, so the rest of you are waiting for Rye. Anything you're doing or waiting for Rye or anything you want to talk about?
And he just comes behind and taps me on the shoulder and says, "Can we go now?"
You all hear a off in the distance.
Who is the question addressed to?
Liana.
Oh, yeah, I imagine during this time she's probably been getting everything kind of gathered up as best she can and getting the kids ready, kind of explaining to them as best she can in Infernal.
Mm-hmm.
At least enough to give them direction.
To give the big kid direction. The small kids, they're probably not gonna understand. But the big kid seems to grasp a little bit about what you're saying. It's difficult, but you get the feeling that they're understanding at least partially. They're not gonna be super freaked out when it happens. So the druid kind of looks around and kind of goes, "We all here?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna go to that tree and walk face first into it. All right. No one talk to me while I'm doing this, or else you could get chopped in half. All right. Fun times. Let's go." And she turns and walks towards a large tree. And I was, "Okay, I still do. I only got about 6 seconds to run through, so I better run." Yeah. So once you start hearing the tearing and cracking of bark, Just run. All right.
I'll go
Okay.
first to give the kids and everyone else some courage.
All right. She kind of
Mhm.
waves her hands around very lazily. I know.
Bri wants to go first. Bri definitely wants to go first.
So Ryan and William are like ready to go first. She kind of goes, all right, yay, and she opens up. You hear this of the tree kind of groaning and cracking open as this kind of open portal kind of forms in this tree. She kind of goes onward, and you all go through. And because of that, you exit in the. Let me just move you over that way. Let me get up this one. Give me a second here. Archive that page. Archive that. Perfect. Okay, so you all transport, and you are about a few hundred feet from the edge of what looks to be a one very large field that is growing what seems to be wheat, or maybe something along those lines, like maybe wheat or barley or something. I'm not too sure at this distance, but it seems like this whole entire area is just spanning with just farmland, growing various types of crops. You see houses and buildings in the distance. You notice that this area is just filled with farms. It seems like this is a main production source of food. And William, you...
Right?
what was that, William?
I assume I know the area, right?
Oh, yeah, you know the area immediately. This is definitely Old Crest. This is the outskirts of Old Crest.
Okay.
And you teleported really close to it. You notice that past the farmland and into the actual building, you notice that there is a... it's pretty easy to spot because there seems to be these large hulking minotaurs just kind of standing, just guarding what looks to be a carriage being drawn by about 4 or 6 horses, and they're looking for someone.
I cock my head. I'll look back to everyone and go, give me 1 minute.
Move you over
And
to Greyrock.
I'll head down to the carriage that I see.
Okay, you head over, and you notice that the 2 minotaurs are standing there in their full guard uniform.
Do I recognize the minotaurs?
Yes, you notice that they are directly from Castle Greyrock, the guards that are inside of the actual castle itself. And you don't know these two's names, but you recognize them. You've seen them around before, and they seem to be scanning the area. And when you walk up, one of them goes, "Hello, we're here to pick you up and your accompanying individuals."
Okay. I was expecting Mom to get a carriage at Greyrock, not here, but okay.
We had orders to bring you to her as quick as possible.
Sure you did.
We did.
I'm going to wave everyone over.
Okay.
Shout out.
Everyone over.
It's all right. This is the carriage for us.
The Minotaur kind of goes down, and he kind of goes, "Your mother told us they don't know, so we won't tell. We won't tell.
Yeah.
We won't.
Okay.
They'll figure it out."
Sure.
They kind of stand at attention as the rest of you get waved over to see these large hulking minotaurs, just muscles just bulging, just standing there, just trying to be these sturdy walls of flesh that they are.
Hot.
Oh my gosh.
Shut up.
Shut it. Quiet. Silence
Back
this
in the
heresy.
hole.
So, I assume you all walk over that way?
Before doing so, Liana's just gonna
does he?
scan the area
Okay.
to see if there's any other prying eyes around.
Sure, make a perception check.
I will do the same.
23.
23
That's
and
me.
19.
Yeah, 23 for Ryan, 19 for me.
Okay, this isn't hard to notice, but yeah, you notice some people that are looking around, but they seem to like look at the carriage, they kind of like shrug and they go back to their work on the farms. It seems like this is a bit odd, but something about it they don't care about, whatever it is. They haven't seemed to notice you all at the moment. No one that is looking directly at you, no one that is actively looking around for people. It just seems like they're looking at that carriage and
Their
the
farm
minotaurs.
hands were like the farm hands who looked over, saw minotaurs in a carriage, and went, that's odd, and went back to work.
Basically, just like, oh, we don't see those over here too often. Must be something important. Let's get back to farming,
Okay.
and they go back.
All right, Liana will head over then along with her pack.
I'll
That's-
help the kids.
That's the concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you trying to hide these kids in any way?
Yes, she's trying to like. She'd probably have them just like trying to stay down and probably, if any like cloaks available, she'd probably have them.
Oh yeah, totally. I was gonna make you roll something, but now you don't have to. Okay, cool. Cloaks are fine enough. Just hope that no one stops you before you get to the carriage.
Hopefully.
So as you are all walking by, no one really stops you. They seem to be all working in the fields. You notice that at this point, this is like really late in the afternoon, getting closer to like nighttime because time zones. They're seeming like they are finishing up the day, and it seems like they're getting everything ready, going back, eating a late dinner before waking up really early in the morning. These farm workers, you see that all around. You notice that majority human. You see, actually, interesting enough, with your perception checks of Liana and Rai, you notice that there is a group of about 4 bugbears that are just there, sitting, taking a break, and then like drinking some water and stuff, like getting up and going back to work. Which, I mean, kind of odd that these 4 bugbears are not like, being yelled at or anything.
The man whose leg we cut off. So great to see them.
They are descendants of him, yes.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Very, very removed descendants at this point, like very like great grandkids and all that. But yes. So you notice those bugbears kind of going and working on a field as you walk by close to the minotaurs. The minotaurs give the group of you a sturdy pound to the chest, and the one that was talking to William kind of speaks up and goes, "We're here to accompany you, to make sure you get to your destination safe. Please." And he kind of gestures towards the large carriage that will fit everybody. Kind of goes, "We'll take it from here."
Oh, I was expecting this carriage once, like, we're all inside, I'll say. I was expecting this carriage in the outside of Greyrock, but it seems my mother saw far enough ahead to be able to plan this quickly.
You said your mother was skilled at divination, yes?
Yes, she is a seer.
Seems you are telling the truth.
Oh, she's quite a nice lady, just you can't hide anything from her.
That's unsettling.
Try growing up with her.
The Minotaur goes, "Try working with her." Ha 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 ha, I'm kidding. They make
Bet
bad
you
jokes
saw
like that.
that.
What was that?
Mm-mm. He just says, he just like says under his breath, sort of towards Liana. Bet you saw that.
I would
She
wager
definitely
so.
saw that.
Yeah, that's why they said it. It's like they know that they were telling a joke, and they know that she probably thinks that it would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
That, or she's gonna kill him when she gets back. I'm kidding.
We just sentenced these minotaurs to death.
Yep. The Minotaur kind of goes, So, we going straight to Silverware, or are we taking the extra day to go around?
Liana's gonna think about the idea of going into a town.
And Silverware is not a town, but
City,
yes, very sprawling city.
given the precious cargo that she's in charge of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
probably
would imagine
not
there are
the
probably
best-
going to be toys in here.
Yeah, there are, but the kids are not playing with them.
Okay.
It would probably be best if we went around Silverwell.
I mean, we can. There are back roads. It's just that's the most direct path.
Yes, well, I don't exactly fancy the idea of taking these kids into a big population center.
Well, we would stay in the cart. We could cover the windows, but I understand. Mama Bear coming out.
More like Mama Wolf, am I right?
I
Mhm.
punched the
Risking trouble
DM.
where there doesn't need to be any.
Olivia, can you punch Chandler next time you see him? Just right in the nose. Anyway, so yeah, no, we can take the back roads. It might be a bit more dangerous, but I'm pretty sure we and the guards can handle it.
With these minotaurs and ourselves, I'm confident we can handle anything.
Don't say that. A dragon might show up.
Good point.
Okay.
I look down at the package I have for my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I better still have that package.
I think you wrote it down.
No, I don't have it written down, but I know I have it because I
Yeah.
did get it back.
Yeah, you didn't send that one over. You sent one thing over, but you kept the other thing. I
Yeah,
believe.
I
Yeah.
sent the gold. I sent the platinum over, but
Yes,
I
that's
kept
what it was.
this.
That's what you send the money over.
So, unless anyone else has something to ask of my character or to speak about, we can fast forward.
That's up to you all.
Liana's good unless anyone wants to converse with her.
Yeah, Brad's gonna stay quiet.
Anything?
There doesn't seem to be any objections to the skippage, so.
Yeah, last call for anybody who is muted at the moment. If their character wishes to do anything or say anything.
I'm Gucci.
Actually,
I'm good as well.
Can Rye get a new outfit in Goldmeadow?
In Goldmeadow? Oh, you're turning back the clock? Oh my goodness. Sure. I would say during that time you'd be able to buy a new outfit.
Just standard traveler's clothes. He's
You
gonna.
winter clothes, because
Oh yeah, that's
we're approaching winter, and B, we're heading to Greyrock, where winter is more winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
he's gonna get some warmer clothes.
That's why it's white.
Yeah.
Well, that, and also I wanted to differentiate the colors between each of the countries on the map.
Mm-hmm.
We go to another one and it's just fucking pink. And everyone's like, "Why is this entire continent pink?"
Why is this whole nation covered in sakura trees?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't
Yeah,
go
he
there if you have allergies.
He'll just buy some warmer travel.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
And
gonna-
he'll fold up his coat, put it in his bag. Just
I
Yeah.
will say this, on the way, I am going to work on that thing that we talked about.
Okay, make another tinker tool check for that. See if anything
Okay.
comes in the way, or you mess up somehow, or you miscalculate. Ugh, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer than you thought.
I'm
Yeah.
in the process of figuring out how much gunpowder is too much.
Yeah, essentially. So, might be at this point you're still trying to figure it out. I'd say I'd put it maybe a few days after the trip, after the week trip to week and a day.
Wait, can I get advantage since Sadie's here and she doesn't have anything else to tinker on to have her help me?
Yes, good for remembering. I will allow it. Yes. Okay, so as you're thinking that, Sadie's like, it's pretty easy. It's just this amount to this amount if you're wanting to do this. If you want to do more, it's this way. And you're like, oh, I can't believe I overlooked that. Yeah, and yeah, easily you'll get
was
that.
good with measurements.
You'll get that done. Basically the morning before you get to your destination. So you will have that, the thing you want to work on, at your disposal, that is functioning actually. So
Can it be like TNT with one extra dice? Like piercing damage?
What is the?
Or is just TNT
what are the?
that does piercing damage?
What is the dice on TNT again?
TNT is 3d6.
Is 3d6? What's a modern grenade? That's
5d6.
You know what? I will allow you to make an intelligence check to see if you can maximize the damage out of this, or another Tinker's Tools, whichever one.
Tinker's Tools, please.
Okay.
Here.
Roll again because Sadie's helping you. Okay. Yes, you are able to maximize the damage. You have one die more than TNT. And yes, it is piercing.
Yeah. So at the morning of the last day, I throw up my hands and it's da 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 da. You have acquired pipe bomb. Well, nail bomb.
Essentially. So you have acquired that. Anything?
I wanted to make a cost-effective grenade, pretty much.
Okay. Anything else you would all like to do or talk about before I time skip to the thing?
Nope.
Last call.
Hot minotaurs.
Just Lunaire, like,
I mean,
glancing over.
Lunaire,
just
you can
He's
hit on
like,
the minotaurs if you want to.
you could. I mean,
No screwing the Minotaurs.
Oh, man, you'll suck. Fun
No,
suckers.
Laughlin, don't let Laughlin bleed through. Don't let it. Don't let her back.
Gonna be church boy, gonna be holy.
Oh my
Jesus
gosh.
loves me, yes he does.
that's not the way the song goes, but okay.
So I guess you're
I'm
trying
not
to skip.
Christian, I don't know.
Oh goodness. So aside from Lunaire working up the courage to talk to the Minotaurs, is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Flirting with large
Meddling dark-sided stuff.
And Liana's gonna spend the time continuing building her rapport with the kids.
Make a charisma check. Make a diplomacy check.
Here's mine.
Can I make persuasion?
That's not
to
a
spend,
check.
like-
Diplomacy and a check.
It's persuasion.
Yes, persuasion.
Persuasion.
I got
I am
confused.
not great at these.
So can I make one too? Because I would be trying to about half the time.
Sure.
Would that be more like giving me advantage or?
Well, it'd
Would it
be
be-
for me,
Okay.
not to help you, unless we're both going off the same roll, in which case, yes, advantage. Depends on what the DM wants.
Depends on you. Are you both trying to get
I
under good
think it makes
graces
more
at the same
sense.
time?
I think it makes more sense for us to make individual rolls since it kind of represents their individual trust in each of us growing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit.
William, they are very apprehensive towards you. They
I
do
don't
not
put-
want them near. They do not want you near them. It's very obvious. Liana, nothing really changes with you and them. Still similar from earlier.
You crit miss,
You know,
and they
she's
just
not
go
she's not
wild
using
and-
her hybrid form right now, so
Yeah, they're kind of like kind of thing.
not as receptive.
Yeah. Okay, last call for anything else before I skip. Going once. Going
I'm gonna-
twice.
I'm gonna aid. I'm gonna aid some say stuff also to make cyber.
Sure. You give her advantage on her roll. Let's just put it that way.
Yep.
I'll just roll that to see. Okay, 15. Okay, she's making some progress. Not sure when it'll be done, but she's working on it. So again, going once, going twice. Last minute.
Sold to the
people-
fat man in the fedora.
Muted people that wish to speak up for this trip or forever hold your peace.
Nope.
Going 3 times
Sold.
and skip. Okay, we are skipping a week and a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a day. Perfect.
Yeah.
What day is
alright.
it?
It is the 24th of Stosis. It is.
What week is it?
It is the 1, 2, 3. It is the 4th week of the month. You have the calendar that you can look up as well.
I do, but I like making you do it.
Well, it's right here. I have to have it open. How dare you? How dare you, my good sir? So
Did you just bite your thumb at me?
no. So as you all make your way towards Castle Greyrock itself, the city, which is very originally called Castle Greyrock by myself, you come up to the gates. William, you have finished your little contraption and are very tired of working on this, but you're like, I've got it. It's done. Thank goodness. And you put it away. And you come up towards the gates of the castle. The large stone walls with the large gate that is the outer wall of the city. You are quickly let through, almost no checks, like nothing, which is odd for a capital city to do. They just let you in, and you are getting. It's basically this city is along a major, one major street, completely paved in gray rocks. Ha ha ha! Wonder where I got the name from.
Seriously, Olivia, punch him next time you see him. Pow right in the kisser.
Oh no, she's typing. But you see the paved stone with guards. Yes, they are made of gray rocks, gray stones. As the castle is literally called Castle Greyrock for a reason.
You found someone with your sense of humor.
This entire time, as they're going into the city, Liana's just like looking out the window, looking around.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, as soon as we get into Greyrock City, I go, well, home sweet home.
Home sweet home. Okay. Yeah, so Liana, you're looking out of the side of the carriage, and you notice that there are guards lining the main street. Like every 10 feet, there's a set of guards. That's unusual. Even for you, you would know that that is unusual. And they are currently just standing there at attention, and you notice them just staring, following the carriage, looking back around, scanning, as you are making your way down the main roadway. And you notice that the roadway kind of goes on for a while, and it leads towards the inner wall of the courtyard to the castle of Castle Greyrock, and you are headed straight towards that. That is what you notice, Liana.
Can I? Never mind.
Okay. And if anyone else looks out, or if Lunaire leans out and senses, Lunaire can only get certain feet, but everyone else can see that. And Lunaire, when you get up to that point, you'd be like, "Oh, we're at the wall. Okay."
It's like, oh, that's a.
I just
Harry, that's a
imagine
wall.
she sticks her head out and just gets smacked by the gate.
Sticks his head out, just gets smacked in the face. Like,
It's like, oh,
That's a wall. Definitely the wall.
It's, I don't have eyes. I forgot.
So, as you all make your way towards that, you notice that at the gate you are stopped. The gate opens up immediately, and you are led into the courtyard. Let me see here. Let's see here. As you are led into the gates,
we ran into the gates. We are led into.
Yeah, yes. Rye, Lunaire, Harmony. No one else can cast spells, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is correct. Because the...
Liana casts swing, and I cast fire.
Right, but you don't feel anything. The spellcasters in the group, as you walk into the courtyard, you feel a surge deep within you, like, I can cast spells forever. This is amazing. You have no clue where it's coming from if you've never been here before. But that's what you feel.
So are we still in the cart, or do we have to get out and walk?
You are in the cart. You are led into the courtyard, and the Minotaurs come around, open up the doors for you, kind of like large butlers, and they are kind of like, "We've arrived."
I just hop out.
Okay, you hop out.
Liana will get out as well, along with her charges.
The three kids kind of clamber out, very uncoordinated.
Harmony would follow.
Lunar gets out, but he's like grabbing onto stuff so he doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Because blind.
Did you say Harmony wouldn't follow?
Harmony would.
Okay.
It's like Harmony's
Ryan
like, no, I'm
gets
staying
out.
in the carriage.
The carriage is comfortable. It's a nice
Fuck
safe
yeah.
space.
Ryan gets out after Flipper.
Okay. Speaking of Flipper, I know that Flipper's been muted for a while. Is Flipper still here?
I think he might be asleep.
Oh no.
Parents. That slut.
Is Zoe asleep? More than likely, he probably is, knowing him.
Yeah.
That cock-loving slut.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so as you are led out, and the Minotaurs kind of they look at everybody, they kind of nod, everyone kind of recounting everybody that got into the carriage, and the one Minotaur that kept on talking throughout the who talked to you when you first left kind of is like, "We are here. Please be as respectful as possible. We know you are esteemed guests, but please, no throwing magic or swinging any of your weapons. You are allowed to have your weapons with you, per order of the king and queen. So when you meet them, please, or if you meet them, please be respectful." At that moment, you literally hear a, "Oh, you've arrived. Oh, it's so good to meet all of you." As you notice a woman in long robes kind of walk over, a smile on her face, hands kind of close together to her chest. She has a big smile on her face. She's like, oh, I know so much about each and every one of you. Well, not as much as I'd like. Hello. And she walks up very confidently towards all of you. Immediately, the two Minotaurs...
This is my mom, right?
Yes, it is. Immediately, the two Minotaurs turn around and go, "My lady," and kneel immediately.
Hey, Mom.
Goes, "Oh, how's my boy doing? Come here." And she reaches out her arms and
I give
pulls
her
you
a
in
hug.
for a hug. And she kind of kisses you on the side of the cheek. Goes, "Seems like you're well. I saw some of those things you did. Oh my goodness, blowing that lady's kneecap out. I did not think that you had that in you. That was very gruesome."
It was so she wouldn't get away.
"I know, but you could have..."
Look what she did to the children.
"I know. That was terrible. But you must remember, William, do not stoop to their level. Okay?
I'm
promise me
gonna.
that?
I'm gonna.
Can try.
I
Can try.
I will try my best.
Okay, good. Good.
Hold on. Give me one moment. I'm gonna look around for Doran. Perception. I don't see him. I ask her
wait.
where Doran is.
Yeah, you don't see him at all.
You know,
No, you don't even know where he is.
his base bonus is probably higher than that.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like rolling a 2, even that is better than that. She kind of
where's
goes and
Doran?
goes, "Oh, Doran. Well, I don't think he'd like
in the
it if I
dungeon
tell."
where he belongs.
No.
She kind of goes, "I don't think he'd like it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. He's actually right there," and she points, literally 5 feet next to you.
I look over.
There's nothing there.
I pull out the package and go, "This is for you."
You see the package get taken out of your hands. You hear a "thank you," and you notice that this man appears, taking off a ring from his finger, cloaked in like this dark cloak, kind of hood up at this point, very close to the skin, dark clothes, leathers and things, and he kind of goes, "Got your message." Kind of looks at the other ones. Those ones are interesting. I might need to do my own research on them. Gives you a slight smile.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around for Favi. I don't see her.
No. As you tried to look around, he kind of goes, "You're not going to find her."
God. Is she not here?
Oh, she's here.
Oh, great.
Now.
I have both a deep-seated regret for what I did, and I'm also very proud of her.
Doran kind of looks at everybody else, kind of gives you all a nod, kind of this slow, respectful nod, and kind of goes, "Glad you are taking care of the young master. Well, as you might have known, I am Doran, a mentor, if you will, to the young William. Pleasure to meet all of you." They're
Pleasure.
not a chatty bunch, are they?
Right. Just
They're
says,
more of
They intimidated.
more of in a stunned silence. I don't think they were planning to get brought to the castle.
Ah. Well, you didn't tell them, did you?
No,
Of course not.
it never came up.
Why would it? Gives you a smile.
Pretty much this whole time, Liana's just been staring up at the castle proper.
Mm-hmm. This massive, towering castle, just literally a few feet from you.
So
like at most
anyone
50
that looks at Liana, she's awestruck.
I look back to everyone and go, "Well, everyone, I'll introduce you. This is my mother, the Queen of Greyrock."
It's so very nice to meet all of you in person. And she walks up to you and goes, "Is it okay if I shake your hands or hug you?"
Harmony quietly nods.
"Oh, come here." And she reaches out her arms and goes, "May I hug you?"
She smiles and nods, stepping forward.
"Come here." And she reaches out and gives you a warm hug and goes, "You're a good hugger." And she kind of reaches out and goes, "I think I remember that you had something going on with your faith. Something in the back of my mind. Something about... yes. I think you'll meet someone very, very kind very soon. Though in a place you might not expect."
I imagine Scalder's just jotting down
Oh,
a
yeah.
shit ton of notes.
The dwarf, the Scalder's just like furiously writing. You hear like his pen broke. He tosses it and pulls out another one, starts writing again, like furiously. But she kind of looks at you, Harmony, and kind of goes, "Keep your eyes
Sadie's
open."
gone.
Oh yeah, Sadie is somewhere else at the moment.
Off to the workshop.
Yep. The minute she got out of the carriage, she just bolted. But yeah, she the queen kind of looks at you, Harmony, and goes, just
Right.
try to keep your mind open to possibilities. As the person you're going to meet seems odd at first and very aggressive at times, though very sweet at others. But you're already on the path to meet them, so don't worry all too much, okay?
She smiles and nods. All right.
Okay, good. She kind of clasps your hands in hers. She kind of goes, it's very nice to meet you, Harmony. Lightheart,
Same
was
to
it?
you. That's correct, ma'am.
I believe that your family helped in the last Great War, did they not? And the one before that?
Yes, that is right.
It's very nice to meet, well, obviously a successor to that great family line. I wish that we will be able to work closely together at some point so that you may help heal the sick, heal the wounded in both our great country here and elsewhere in the world. The
Of
Lighthearts
course.
are welcome here. Oh, good.
She nods, obviously not knowing what to say.
She kind of like lets go of your hands and kind of goes, good, good, good. She kind of looks
I was
over.
kind of standing off to the side.
Yeah, she kind of looks over towards you, Rai. She goes, oh, you are Rai, are you not?
There ain't no point in lying to you, so,
There's not.
Yeah.
She kind of moves a hair out of her face and she kind of chuckles. Goes, it's not. I would see through it. Believe me, I have 3 kids. So, Rai, you are an interesting one. Very interesting.
It's just...
What I was going to tell you has already been covered. There's no point in it, really. Just keep on watching your back as what you've been doing. That's all. And she turns.
nods.
She turns towards you, Liana, and goes, and gives you a sweet smile, and kind of goes, I know you do not like to be touched or hugged, so I will not ask. And it's very kind of you to take these 3 under your wing, and I know that you've come here to seek for their curing. And believe me, I have already allocated my best alchemists, my best mages, to that cause. All they need is the information that you have that I cannot give them. I have all set up. I have a place for you, for your charges, if you will. All set up that you can be alone if you wish. And for you, Miss, if I may call you Liana, Miss Liana, I see 2 things for you. One of them is concerning, but I'm hopeful that my other comes true and comes to pass. Who knows, maybe you'll meet someone very soon that will help you, in addition to these fine people around you. And I wouldn't just say that just because you're with my son. Though you are very sweet, my dear. So, Miss Liana, I know it's difficult for you. I don't know what you went through, but I know that in the future, things can get better for you. I know you might not trust me in that, but keep it in the back of your mind for me, will you?
This whole time, Liana is just staring at her wide-eyed, and just gives a small nod and says, "Yes, Your Majesty."
Oh, my sweet girl. No. It's fine. No need for that for me. No need for Your Majesty or your Queen. You can just talk to me. Okay?
Yes, Your Majesty.
We'll work on it. Now, I know it's quite a bit of a surprise, as my son conveniently forgot to mention his royal blood.
I didn't forget. It just never came up.
I was joking, my dear. It's fine.
It's a pretty important thing.
None of you ever asked what noble house I came from.
Didn't think it was important because I didn't know any of them.
Yeah, it wasn't important.
I'd say being
It
royalty
was!
is very important. But anyway, I'll stop talking your ears off. She kind of looks at you, Lunaire, goes, You.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Even to me, you're a tough one to read. That's saying something.
Huh. He doesn't really know how to react to that because he didn't expect it.
But though I don't have anything concrete at the moment, I do sense that a lot of your possible futures are good.
Oh, well, that's good.
It is. So if I may, to intrude a little bit upon you, I see that you are, I believe you follow, the deity of,
Yosa?
Song, yes, Yosa.
Yes.
Yes. She is very good.
She is indeed. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I could talk about her for hours.
That's almost the same as myself and AMA. As all of you might have known, the royal family traditionally follows AMA primarily, and that is what myself, my husband, we both follow her vehemently. But I know that many of you do not, and some of you might not even like her, and I understand that, though I don't know for sure. But of course, Yosa is a very excellent choice for a deity. So much joy in her and her followers, and I can see that, even without my abilities, I can see that you have joy in your heart. That's very obvious.
I do indeed.
Very, very obvious. Keep that, will you?
He nods.
Keep being a light of joy and song and dance. The world needs that. It so desperately does. Even in times of peace, a good song can raise up anybody's spirits.
Oh, of course.
Do you play?
Balder, slow down. That's your third pencil.
As he snaps his fourth.
Oh, God.
But she says to you, Lunaire, do you play at all? Any instruments?
I do, actually. I have a violin that I like to play.
Oh, the violin. You must play for me.
I'll be sure to do that before we leave.
Oh, of course. Well, you're kind of being summoned by royalty. You don't have a choice. I'm kidding. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'd much like it.
Well, I'll come around to it one day.
At least think about it. I would love to hear your compositions of various pieces, or even some originals.
He's just like smiling because no one ever has wanted to hear his music before.
Holy shit.
So he's all like happy. It's like, okay, I'll play for you one day.
Oh, that's so good. You know what?
What?
I think that do you happen to play very light-hearted pieces or more melodramatic pieces?
I play a mixture of a lot of things.
A mixture of both. You know, I think a bit of joyous, happy melodies might calm my daughter down a little bit during her training sessions. So maybe if you don't want to play towards me, maybe you could find her training in the yard or out here at one point, and maybe you could practice and see if she enjoys it.
My hand slowly goes up to the bridge of my nose and I start rubbing it. Because I'm like, that's just going to piss her off even more, but I don't say that.
He gets a little excited. It's like,
William,
Maybe
you
I'll-
notice that she has a smirk on her face, your mother, after saying that.
It's like, maybe I will just pass by and start playing.
Of course.
See.
Or if you find my other son, I'd say if you find my other one, a paladin, usually in his full garb, I'd say try to do suspenseful if you can. He really likes that stuff.
I'll try my best for you.
All right. Good night, Alex. But she kind of goes, so good. You truly are a joy. I would love to hear your thoughts on Yasa at some point as well. I would love to hear you talk about her.
Oh, I'd love to talk to her about you. I can't speak. I'd love to talk about her to you.
Perfect. And, good. She kind of looks towards Flipper and kind of goes, you're interesting, but I'll save what I have for you a little bit later. That's all right. Now, did I get everyone? Well, except for you, William, but you already know how I am. I think that's everyone. Welcome to the castle. And please make yourselves at home. I know you won't do anything rash or anything like that. Please, come in. And she begins to lead you into the castle.
I forgot to add my 5th cantrip.
Do that then. Do it.
I'm doing that right now.
I follow along and make sure first that Liana knows to follow and is keeping a close enough eye on us that she follows properly.
Sure. So all of you, I assume, follow the queen inside?
Yes, Liana will. She's in complete overload right now.
Oh yeah, I just imagined her just kind of slack jawed, just eyes wide, just okay, this is happening. That's my assumption, at least.
Pretty much.
I mean, like I said, I knew people who would definitely help.
You did. You just failed to mention the gravity of those people you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no one ever asked. No one was like, okay, well, who are your parents?
You're right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, no one asked. And I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you get led in by the queen, you walk into this grand entrance hallway that leads down. Yes, William?
I'm going to ask her, give me 1 second to find the name,
Sure.
because it's been a while. I'm going to ask her if Barrow had finished that project I set him on, because it was a year ago.
It was a year ago, and she said, what I know, well, and I do know much, he did finish. It is in the testing stage, I believe, is his wording for it.
Ah, that's going to be interesting.
Yes, it honestly is. But
Well, it's a great weapon for defense.
Exactly, yes. A bit concerning to have her on the house, but it's fine. Nothing ever comes of it from my premonitions, so it's fine. Anyways.
Oh, wow. That makes me feel great.
What do you mean? I mean, it doesn't harm anybody in the castle. What did you think I meant?
Oh, I thought you meant that it just never came about being useful.
No. It does become useful. It does. I just meant that... I'm so sorry.
I think you're trying a bit too hard now.
I'm sorry. These new people, I want to make a good impression.
I know, Mom.
It's just... She kind of pulls you aside and kind of goes, do you think I'm doing a good job? Am I overbearing?
You're doing a great job.
Are you sure?
You just need to relax.
They look a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yes, they are, especially Liana. She
Yes,
she hasn't been to a big city.
I knew this would happen. I tried my best to. Okay. You know what, Miss Liana? if you wish, the area that I set up for you is just down that hallway, and you're going to make a left on the second door. You will meet a fine young gentleman, a half-elven gentleman by the name of... I'm sorry, I'm getting flustered by all of you here. I'm a bit over... Whew, I need to calm down. There, okay. You're going to go in, and you're going to meet a half-elven man by the name of Nicholas, and he will be able to guide you through what he has been able to accomplish so far, if you wish to go and do that at this moment. If not, I will show everybody their beds, if you wish to stay for the night, or however long you're staying. Show you around the castle. The guards will treat you as one of my esteemed guests. So I will leave you to it. William, you know the rooms, the house, all of that. You know what rooms they're not allowed to go into, that sort of thing.
Yep.
I'll leave this into your capable hands, okay? Okay. Very nice meeting every one of you, and I wish that you all will come and visit me sometime, talk with me. I do wish to make good impressions amongst all of you, so...
As she turns around to leave, as she turns her back
she
to leave,
turns
just
around.
as a joke, I'll ask everyone, so who wants to go to the restricted areas?
Shiana goes, I know you won't do it, as she walks away.
Damn! So, same deadpan expression, I kind of look at all of you and go, so, any questions?
Liana is she's just gonna go take the kids to the aforementioned area.
Okay. You
I
lead them.
suppose Raya's gonna just follow her.
Okay, so Rai, Liana, and the three kids start to move their way over towards the room. Yeah, let's go with them. Right now, the group of you walk over that way, open up this hallway, and you go down past the first door, the second door. Inside, you hear a little bit of conversation going like, Ava, did you measure this properly again? I think this is off by a few little bits. And you hear another voice kind of go, I thought I did, but I can double check. Here, let me see. And you hear some conversation, some mixing, some clanking of glass inside.
Liana is just gonna open the door and take a look inside.
Okay. Inside, you see a group of about 5 individuals, each in these kind of like two of them seem to be off in a corner in these gas masks that are like connected to this like wiring that goes to like a thing on their hip, and they seem to be whirring with something, and it seems like it's filtering maybe air or something through. And they're currently looking and working on various chemicals. All right, Lunaire. All right. Good night. Goodbye. And they seem to be working with various chemicals. Liana, you kind of recognize this as maybe it's either an irritant in some way, or maybe it's hazardous in some regard. Not too sure what it is, but they're working on something. And another individual is writing something down, kind of observing the other two. And it seems like a half-elf and a human are currently over a table measuring out like these granules of various alchemical supplies.
Sorry.
And as you open the door, the half-elven man kind of with what looks to be a monocle that is mixed with a monocle and a telescope, kind of like goes up, kind of takes it out of his eye and kind of goes, hello, what are you doing here? Who are, wait a second. Right. Okay.
Liana just kind of shakes her head for a moment, bring yourself back down. She'll look to him. Are you Nicholas?
That is correct. My name is Nicholas. Nicholas Poison Flask. I know, apt name. But it is a pleasure to meet you. And he extends a hand out. Goes,
Yeah, Liana doesn't shake it.
Raya will shake it.
you kind of reach in. Okay. Nice to meet you. What?
Seeing all this alchemical equipment's got her a little on edge.
Yeah. Okay. So he kind of, all right. Very nice to meet you. These are the affected children, correct? As you see that the children behind you are.
Yes, they are.
And he's like, oh, okay. Does not like that word.
Your distance.
I definitely will. He kind of like places the monocle down, and kind of like places his hands up, and he kind of goes, do they understand common at all?
Not as far as I could tell. They seem to.
Elvish, dwarvish.
The eldest seems to respond to infernal.
Oh, that will be a problem. None of my
only
team
language
speak
I
that.
have. They may know others, but that's the only one I have been able to try.
Okay, if you could at least try to say that we are here to help, though if you don't get it across, it's fine. We are very well prepared if one of them feels as though they need to attack us. We have healing apparatuses nearby that we will be able to quickly stabilize anyone that is bleeding out on the ground. But that will be one of us, not any of you. And we are fully aware of the dangers we are going into because we wish to help. Now
That's going to get an insight.
Sure. Yeah. Straight up, he is telling the truth.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
It's so fun to play a character that's just like, insight.
You say this is peanut butter and jelly? Insight!
It's
Pretty
not.
much.
It's crunchy peanut butter.
You liar!
Anyway, it's still.
It's jam!
He seems very honest with that. And he kind of goes, if you want, I can lead you around to say what we've been up to since we got word that you were coming. If not, you may look around yourself if you feel more comfortable.
Liana's just going to give him a small nod and turn to the kids. And Infernal, she's going to say, "They are going to help you."
Okay, the older one still kind of.
You are too good at that.
Kind of looks at you, Liana. Kind of. And Infernal kind of. Do. Not. Just kind of snarling.
Aw, he's getting better at speaking.
Barely. That, and I don't want to drag it out all too long and ruin my voice.
Yeah.
But he says, do not trust. Like, he's saying it like, I don't trust him.
I know you don't trust them, and I do not blame you. But they can help you more than I can.
He kind of responds, goes, you, we, trust more.
Then I will work with them, so you know they mean no harm.
They just kind of go back to that low growl of apprehension and nervousness around these new people.
Yeah, and she will turn back to the half elf.
You turn back. The half elf is wide eyed, like he just witnessed like the craziest thing ever. Just like,
And it was an infernal.
Yeah, to someone that can't speak infernal, that wasn't a conversation. That was a string of like guttural incantations of like unholy nature.
Like that, and he's just like, what am I listening to? This is the devil.
Pretty much.
It is.
It is. As he's like,
Literally.
He's just kind of like staring at you, kind of nodding, like, I
They don't trust you, but as long as I work with you, it should be fine.
Oh no, we were not going to let you out of our sight. You were going to help us along the way because we need your help, to be honest. Because we have not had first-hand experience with these children, and we need that information knowledge to be able to help them.
And you have all the knowledge at my disposal.
Very good. We can get started at any time. We have set
Then
up
we start now.
Good. We have set up a small area for the children to sit or stay there and snarl at us as we work. Don't worry. If we need to, one of us will come up to them. Most likely get almost mauled to death, but we will warn you when we wish to do that, when we need to, such as getting blood samples. But that won't be for a while. Just so you are aware that we will put ourselves in danger, not you, not anyone else.
Trust me. They are not a danger to me.
Good. We don't want them to be a danger to you, or anything like that. If anything, let their aggression out on us, at least.
And Liana is going to, while she's wearing her scale mail, she's going to shift into her hybrid form in front of them.
Okay,
and reiterate, they are no threat to me.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Got it. Now, I have to ask you, miss, if we needed, since you do seem to have this under control, would you be willing to give you some sort of sample, such as saliva or even blood? Blood would be the best, but saliva would do, to see if anything is different between yours and theirs.
Take as much of my blood as you like.
We will not need much, just a few small samples.
They slit your throat.
They cut you open and rip out your
Kalima! Kalima!
Just taking a glance around this room, does Liana think any of these guys are fighters in any capacity?
You don't need to make any sort of check. One of them seems a little bit more muscular, but you think that is because he's the one carrying all the supplies back and forth. No, none of these are fighters.
Okay, yeah, no. She's confident that if something went wrong, she could rip every one of these individuals limb from limb.
Oh, for sure. They would pose no threat to you.
They're level 0. They have like 1 hit point. They're dead if you hit them.
Basically.
If I may interject for a moment. Y'all could just cast sleep spells on the kids, and well, I can feel the magic in this place. It wouldn't run out.
Yes, but we don't know if magic is associated with this effect that is having on these children, or if any more magical effects might tamper with any of the data or blood or saliva that we might gather from them. To be honest,
Fair.
In our minds, it is more beneficial for us to put ourselves on death's door, essentially, in order to help these kids, rather than...
They are really confident that one of them might die.
Oh, yeah, they were briefed on this. Basically, these were the guys that accepted this with full knowledge of, you might die because of this, and they're like, we're okay with that.
We could bring our healer in here. Yeah, I don't think you'd die if she was here.
The Nicholas kind of looks at you and goes, if we die, we die. We know where we're going in the afterlife. That's no problem. It's, to be honest, if we die knowing that we did our best to help these kids, then that's good enough for us.
All right.
Now, let's get started, shall we? Miss? And he kind of gestures towards you, Liana, to examine the room with him. And he kind of leads you around. Or you can just go do whatever you want.
Yeah, she will take the kids over to the designated area that's been set aside for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a cage or anything.
Oh no! It's like a couch and a bench, kind of like beanbag like pillows that are thrown and kind of comfy and cushy, like a carpet on the ground, and the littlest kid who is still unconscious, shifting back and forth, still that cracking of bones going back and forth, extending and retracting over and over again. The big one kind of lays him down like in the middle of the couch, kind of props him up with the pillows, kind of just sits there and stares at him, making sure he doesn't like fall around or move too much. The middle one just kind of like finds a corner on the carpet and just kind of lays there and just kind of passes out. So they're there, at least content.
Yeah, and then she'll go back over to Nicholas, and she'll drop her hybrid transformation at that point.
Okay.
The point's been made.
Yes, it has. And he goes, "Oh, right. Okay. This is what we have so far. We have already set up all of the basic alchemical supplies that you might need or we might need in this process." He kind of goes through. It's like he doesn't know that you know what alchemy supplies are, so he's just telling you a little bit until you say, I know or something. Mm-hmm. But he's kind of like explaining, like, this is where this is where this is where we place this means this, that kind of thing. Can you give this quick
She'd probably
rundown?
cut him off about midway through it and be like, I get it.
Oh, he goes, "Oh, you're well versed. Good. Makes it easier." So, kind of goes, this is the brewing station over here, which most of our research has been dedicated towards trying to find balances that might work. We are trying to find some sort of concoction that will be able to counteract this fluctuation that apparently that little one has and the other ones seem to exhibit. To be honest, the best... We're not sure if we can cure them. That's the main thing. We don't know if it's a curable kind of thing or if it's something that we just have to make it so that they can at least have some semblance of control. That's kind of where we've been waiting on you to see what you know, see what you've brought to us, because we were mentioned by the Queen that you were bringing things. We just don't know what.
At that point, she will reach into her bag, pull out the 2 vials of the orange and purple substance and set them down. Say,
okay.
I don't think these can be used to cure them, but they can be used to make something to help them control it.
He kind of squints at it, kind of goes, "These are odd concoctions, none that I've seen before. Do you know what these do? Or their purpose? Or
Vaguely.
Vaguely. That's as best as we can have
the
at this moment.
orange controls the purple.
The orange controls the purple. Is this an ingestion-based concoction that is linked?
Something to that effect.
A linked concoction between 2. That is impressive.
Cool.
Some very
Quickly.
skilled alchemists must have made this.
Quickly, Rod just taps Liana on the shoulder and just like whispers in her ear, and he just goes, "Think you're gonna need me?"
No, Rai. I think we have it handled from here.
He's just gonna nod and because he can, just misty step towards the door and say, "I'm gonna go see if I can't talk to the Queen."
Okay. You misty step, you don't lose any of your spell slots.
I know.
We know what's going on here.
Because he can. Hi, my kitty.
Yeah, Liana will begin the process of assisting the alchemists with the making of a certain special concoction.
Okay, sure. As you do make that, that'll not take...
That's going to take some time.
Oh, it's going to take not as much as 2 months, but with this, you're like, okay, this might be done in a month or less. You're not quite sure. Depends on any breakthroughs that they have.
Bare minimum, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So that's what you're doing, probably for the rest of the day or something like that, for at least a while.
Pretty much. This is a return to the norm for her. At least in here, she can pretend that she's not in Castle Greyrock.
Yes. So at this point, that's what Liana's doing. Flipper is AFK at the moment, and
Flipper is now gone.
okay. So
we've lost players.
yeah, so and it's getting a bit late, so it's kind of gonna try to wrap this up with through
Aw.
Rye, and then also with William if William want to do anything, and probably call it.
Yeah, I do want to do stuff.
Yeah, I know. So let me go to Rye with any conversation he wants to have with the Queen, and then I'm gonna go to William, and then we're probably gonna end it. So William, make sure you know what you want to do, so we can do that. Rye, it is easy to find the Queen. She knows you're coming, and she is waiting for you. She goes, "You want to talk?"
In private.
Of course, yes. Please.
If that's all right.
Yes, yes. Come on. As she leads you to a private area. Goes, what would you like to talk
and
about?
so you know about what this Uncle Azfed fellow said to me.
Well, I know that he called himself that, yes. I don't know anything about him in the past. That's not within my abilities. But I know that his story, what was it, a prediction, a story, or something?
It was a story.
A story. It's
the past, I think.
Right. Let's just say something about that is very similar to what I saw with you.
What about this age of electricity?
Yes, it's interesting. I'm unsure about it myself, to be honest. When I think on that, I see sparks of electricity running through houses, through metal that is on the streets, through little wires that are connecting everything. Things are powered by electricity. It's odd. Which is odd because magic could do the same thing. I don't fully understand it, but that's what I see at least. My very, very faint glimpses in the far future. But again, this is just possibilities. I don't know. In the immediate, I know what will happen. In the far future, it is even not within my sight.
Do you have individuals within the city who can scry, or if you can scry?
Oh my dear, I'm always scrying.
And he pulls out his father's coat and that he's had folded up in his bag, and he says, "Can you see if you can find my father, my Captain Windarm?"
I may try. What does he look like? His personality, anything you can hand of him. Or, I do know you are a spellcaster. Can you make yourself look like him, perhaps?
I can't do that.
Well, at least tell me about him, and I can try.
He's a half. Well, at least as I remember him, he's a half elf. Usually keeps his beard as this typical 5 o'clock shadow. You know, brown hair, green eyes.
Right. Any distinguishing marks on his face, chest, arms, scars, moles, anything like that?
He has a mole under his right eye and 3 scars along his left cheek, along with a tattoo on his left arm.
What of the tattoo? Is there a specific tattoo?
It's of the symbol of a qual.
Ah, okay. Right. Last thing, general personality trait about him. What is he like?
He's a bit giddy, but he's wise. Yeah. He's a wise fella. Yeah. And
Wise.
he's good at talking and basically taught me everything I know about.
Very good. I think that's enough. I don't wish for you to get uncomfortable. Here, let me hold the coat. As she reaches out and grabs it, kind of goes. She closes it. She kind of like focuses and kind of goes. She starts muttering a incantation and kind of goes. I see darkness. Not of one that means the spell failed, though. I see darkness. I see dampness. Wet floors. Creaking of iron. Moving of shackles. Groaning. I see a gaunt man sitting there, huddled in a corner. Wait, there seems to be someone She kind of closes her eyes. That's all I could see. I'm sorry. The spell ended before I could get any more.
Did you see his scar? And
it was so dark in there. The spell does not increase my perception of sight. It just shows me what's around. I could not see any details. I saw a very disheveled, skinny man. Okay. Long hair and a long beard. Scars everywhere on his body. Almost like they were recent. I'm not sure if that's the same person or not, as I could not see their face or any sort of scar or tattoo. I'm sorry.
Rye at this moment is shaking physically, like
come here. And she reaches out and pulls you in and just lets you stay there. She kind of just is hugging and goes, "It's okay." I don't know what I saw, if that truly was him or not. The descriptions is not always perfect, and it could have. There's a very good possibility that the man I saw was someone who just looked like him.
But I gave you his code.
I know. Even with that, spells can fail. They can latch on to things. I'm not saying it's the case. It could be him, it could not. I do not know for sure.
Okay.
Just... I'm going to stop talking now. It's all right. And with that, camera zooms out. William, what would you like to do before we end? William, you are muted, I believe.
First things first, he actually has a lot to do. He's going to go down to the, what is it? The workshop, and meet up with Barrow.
Okay.
And look at what he's doing.
Okay, he's currently taking a break. He's currently sipping some kind of beverage, sitting on a stool. Just...
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Hello there.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
Yes, it's before I was expecting to come back, that's for sure.
Yes, of course. Almost made me spill my tea. I assume you're here for the project that you tasked me with?
Not so much. More of, I was going to ask how you were and see how many resources we could devote towards helping Sadie with her little inventions.
Oh, well, since I am in the testing phase of our little project, I could devote more time to helping her. For sure.
I'd be down for that.
Very well. I look forward
But
to it.
only you. Any other assistants you have?
You don't
I'm
trust
worried.
them?
No, I'm worried about Telsiel.
For what reason?
We found out that. How do I say this?
Is something
person-
amiss? Something as a spy or something?
No, well, there's probably a spy, but that's just court intrigue.
Great.
The thing about it is, I'll pull Barrow away privately and go. Telsial was dealing with the person who turned children into half lycanthropes.
That is that's not good at all. Do you know
They're
if it happened to
also-
be from like a noble house, or is it just a random thing?
I don't know. It wasn't random. It was someone from an actual organization that did the same thing to Liana. One of my friends I met.
Right. As I do not know that name.
Yes.
That's concerning. I assume that you're the
I have something else that I want. No,
Did you find
have your
did you find me a
assistants-
boyfriend or something? I'm
I mean-
kidding. I'm kidding. What is it you
I
have?
mean, there are some men. Okay, so I do want your assistants to work with her on it.
Of course.
I want you specifically, you and me, during the time that we have here,
Make out.
are
I'm
going
kidding.
to sit
yes.
down.
I'm just pulling your leg.
I
Don't mind
know.
me.
We need to make a gun that
I like where
will
this is
utterly destroy a warforged. Or golem. Or anything
Oh.
of such.
Armor piercing or something like that.
Anti-magic armor piercing.
I'm
So
thinking
something
something
along the
along
lines
the
of-
lines of anti-magic armor.
Anti-magic armor. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my trigger mist. That is going to be a lot of resources, my friend. Anti-magic
will.
ammunitions. That is some high-level stuff. Even
Yes.
the best mages only know anti-magic based magic.
Well,
and we're wanting to have that inside of
for-
bullets.
The
That's costly.
The ammo right now isn't the problem. What I want specifically
kind of is.
is
Go ahead.
the ammo right now isn't what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the gun first.
Right, to make sure it doesn't
gun-
explode when you fire out anti-magic bullets.
That, and it needs to have a lot more of a kick behind it.
You are asking a lot. That is many. Oh, that could go for years of perfecting this.
The problem with this, with the Telsiol that I found, is they are, from what Rai has told me, another friend that I met who knows things about Telsiol,
Sure.
they are making quite a few Warforged that have been stripped of their free will.
Oh. That...
So in case we ever have to come into conflict with them, I want this weapon as a backup. And once we make this weapon, I want it and the blueprints for it sealed down in the vault.
Yet, I just had a thought. You said that they were... Did you say they were reprogrammed?
Perhaps, or perhaps they were simply created.
Maybe.
And somehow.
Maybe I could try to figure out a way that these... Maybe a different set of ammunition could do a factory reset of sorts? Bring them back to their original state? If hit in a certain place, maybe? That's a side project I'll work on by myself.
That is a very good idea. Like I said, I'm not sure if it was reprogramming or if they were just made that way.
True. If it was, I might as well look into it. So
Yes.
I have to try to help design a weapon that packs a large amount of damage, being able to withstand a anti-magic bullet that will cost.
So
a
I'm
fortune.
going to take out my rifle caliber and then extend my finger to about where a 50 caliber would be in comparison.
Mm-hmm. And it was, oh my. Oh, yes. That would do the trick.
I'm thinking 5-round clip
Oh,
will be as much as we can fit.
Oh, you are having all these grand ideas, and all I'm thinking about is the time, sweat, tears, and money this will cost.
You're getting paid for this, though.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
say, patting his shoulder.
I'm getting handsomely paid for this. Oh, this will
yeah.
take so long. Don't
It will.
expect anything within the year. Oh, wow, you just made my whole entire year filled with things to do every day. Very good.
You're welcome. It seemed like you were running out.
It was. I was. It was just testing and refining at this point of our previous project.
Did you figure out the overheating problem?
It's most of it. There's a small bit that every so often, it's like every 3 times it's been reloaded, it overheats just slightly enough that it's concerning. So I'm still trying to figure out that bug, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
Don't worry, I will get it done. I just don't know when.
That's cool. And I'm going to ask you this because I already know the answer and I just want to hear it from you. Have you seen Fave lately?
No, I haven't.
Figured.
Surprise. I assume you haven't either.
No.
Well, that means
I'm
she's
assuming
doing...
she's around just with a big smirk on her face because I can't see her.
Probably. She's probably in this room for all I know.
Look around.
Make a perception check.
Perception? I will perceive the fuck out of you. I perceive the fuck out of you.
Okay, you notice something. You notice a tail end of a cloak, and the slight closing of the door that you just came out of. And
I bum rush it.
Sure, you bum rush it. You knock right into her.
Yes.
Sending her flying and hitting her head on the opposite side of the wall. Just,
shit.
Ah.
Are you okay?
Looks around. And she kind of throws something down on the ground. This like smoke screen appears. And you hear, and it disappears.
Try to follow the footstep.
You try. She's nowhere to be seen. She has darted off somewhere. You do see a note on the ground that says, "Sorry, can't talk." Signed, Bobby.
Put it away.
All right.
With that 25, can I manage to take out the door?
No.
Didn't think so.
That's for a different reason.
So I kind of brush myself off and am still waving the smoke out of the air and go, "Yeah, you were right. She was in here."
He takes some of his tea and goes, "I figured you're here." And
Yeah.
he kind of places the tea down and goes, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I might as well try to draw up something for your insane ideas. So I will do that."
I will, to set him down the path, I'll give him blueprints to my rifle. That way he knows, functionally.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, this is going to help a lot. Still won't bring the time down any, but it definitely helps, thank you." And
It helps blueprints.
Yeah, with a blueprint stage. But he starts writing it down and goes, "If you excuse me, I like to work in quiet, especially with something of this magnitude."
Then I'm going to see my sister.
All right, you find her training in the back. Against some training dummies. She looks bored.
Is she pissed off?
Yeah,
No,
she
okay.
always is. She finishes.
She looks bored. She's not raging.
Yeah, no, she's not. She kind of slices through one of the dummies, puts away her weapon, and kind of is like, done. Kind of turns and starts walking.
By the way, since this is kind of cost effective, I will have given the blueprints, a copy of the blueprints, to Barrow of the pipe bomb, of the nail bomb.
Okay, cool. But yeah, your sister seems very uninterested. It seems like it's the time of the night where she is
So
probably gonna go
I
take a
will.
bath or something, and she's like really sweaty, and she's kind of walking. She kind of looks at
I
you,
will
kind of
toss
goes,
her the pipe bomb.
toss her the pipe bomb. She kind of raises an eyebrow.
I go.
Okay.
That's for you. And here's what it does. You light that little fuse. Throw it before it goes down too far at whatever group of enemies you want to spread out.
Does it like explode?
It explodes.
Nice. I like this.
And I gave the blueprints to Barrow so he can make.
Let's
If
go,
you want
bro.
to, the training dummies are right here. You could try it out.
Yeah, let's do that. She immediately lights it and throws it. Train dummies get torn to shreds. She kind of looks at you, gives you a nod of like, not bad at all. Kind of goes,
Someone's gonna have to put down new training dummies.
they do it every day. I like that. Nice going. Hey, is there anything you want to talk about, or just want to give me that thing? Because I need to go take a bath.
I wanted to give you that thing and
Okay.
warn you about the friends I brought. Mother may or may not have suggested one play music for you. While you're training with your friends.
Oh, really? I don't want to kill my friends. Great. All right.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be
Keep an eye out. Okay, can you at least tell me that this friend of yours is playing for Richard too?
She is. And apparently it's going to be like super dramatic music.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay. So do you know where Richard is?
No.
Is he off doing a mission, or is he here?
I think he said something about going off to somewhere to raise morale or something. I don't know.
Great.
Yeah.
Him raising morale?
Yeah. Not
Well,
the
I mean,
greatest.
He has the voice for it. It's
True.
just kind of a douche.
Yeah. I mean, he's
So-
mulled out a slight bit since you've been gone. He's
Since
working
I've been
on it.
gone.
Breathe for the first time.
We're on the same page, Gabe.
I'm
you've
so
been gone.
moving on.
Since you've been gone.
So,
But she's like,
um,
yeah, I don't know when he's gonna be back.
where's Dad?
Oh, Dad. I think he might be praying at the moment,
Ugh,
or already in bed. I don't know.
damn.
I was out here all night.
I grumble something along the line of, man, the DM really wants to end this session fast.
A little bit. I'm getting kind of tired.
You suck. Anyway, I will ask. I'll go and see if I can find Doran, and he'll probably find me.
Oh yeah, he finds you. He comes like, yes, we should talk.
Yeah. So first things first. Let's get the quick stuff out of the way. How far along is the keep?
Right. It's underway.
Which has been a year.
Like, it's underway. It takes a lot of time to move
Yes.
and build all of that resources. Honestly, I thought you were going to be back in like 2 years or so, not 1.
I was planning on it, but
That was the time frame,
I'm
at least, was another year. We
Yes.
could try to push it,
no, it's
but
fine.
it would not be the best.
Like
I'd say
I
another
said,
year, and it should be done. And fully filled.
like I said, I wasn't planning on coming back. You saw the kids.
Yes. Yeah,
So I'm
poor things.
assuming you broke my code already.
The night you sent it over, I broke your code, yes. It was a
I'd
good
say I
one.
need to make. Yes.
To be honest, it was a good one to the untrained eye. Even to some trained. But I am not some. Don't worry,
So
I
the
assume that
package
that
I
would be good.
handed you this. The package I handed you this morning.
Well, this afternoon, yes.
This afternoon.
Yes, I
Time gets away
already...
from me.
Yes. Yes, I
Telsiol
I
appears
have
to be a
tree
problem.
lag.
yes, it appears so, and I have begun sending out word to my contacts nearby, and I might be paying a visit down there if I am able to get in, which I will be,
Yeah.
obviously.
So they have samples. Liana has samples of the orange and purple. She didn't ever take a sample of the clear liquid. So that's probably what we need analyzed. It's what the one who's currently unconscious and constantly shifting was in.
Alright, I don't know anything about alchemy or those things, but I assume
Yes.
that our mages and alchemists should be able to crack it. And if you wish, I can be able to go over and drop it off for you.
Yes, please. Is
Very
there
well.
anything else we need to discuss?
Yes, stop noticing my apprentice.
Why?
He kind of smiles and goes, I am jesting. It's good. It makes sure she knows her weaknesses. But she did get away from you afterwards, which sort of redeemed her. She's learning a little bit.
Yes. The only reason I saw her was the cloak. I saw it going out the door.
No capes.
Ah, the cloak. Right.
She needs tell her she needs to either shorten it or get rid of it.
No
Yes.
capes.
No capes. He goes, I agree. I will have a talk with her.
Also, it was full on black. She really shouldn't be wearing full on black. She needs some gray to break up the outline.
Oh, I'm very aware. I will give a long talk to her about her misdeeds. Gives you a smile.
When will she be able to see me?
Give it a few more months, I guess. Maybe.
Oh, great.
These things take time, William.
I know they take time. I'm just being an impatient bastard.
Of course. Little lovebird.
Anyway, I am assuming that her training is still going on and that she hasn't actually infiltrated anywhere yet.
Correct. I do not feel confident at this point that she is ready. She is getting there, though.
Especially if I keep seeing her.
Exactly.
She is getting there. It took a lot to see her. It was more of luck and the fact that she had a long cape on.
No capes.
Edna mode. And friend.
Yeah.
Sucked into a jet engine. No capes.
I love Edna so much.
She's my fucking favorite.
But yeah, I look at him and say, anything else that we need to discuss?
He kind of goes, At the moment, No, I'm still curious about your companions, but I think I might either ask you or find out myself about them in a little while.
Yes, I am wondering, however, two things. One, could you teach me how to fortify my code to where it is almost impossible?
I could, yes. It will take, I'd say maybe a week or so for you to be adequately trained for you to attempt such a code. But I assume
Would
you
it
might
be Would it be a
you're-
week of strict study, or would it be a week of a few hours a day?
Depends on how
Strict study.
It could be either, though it depends on how strong you want your code. The more time you put into it, the stronger it will become.
Okay, then I'll just switch my um, priorities. I will give a few hours a day to him, but tell Barrow, but most of the day should be spent with the code, because
Yes.
that's more pressing.
That will be sufficient. About a week or so.
Yep.
Depending on if you get lucky on your intellectual breakthroughs, if you will. But I will work with you, work through it, so that, in theory, only you and I will be able to read this to its most perfect degree. Everyone else will have to struggle and struggle and struggle for many, many nights before they even figure out a single bit of it.
Good, because with the information I'm gonna be
Very
sending back
sensitive.
to you, it is,
Yes.
as I'm sure you already told. You could already tell.
Ah, yes. Very. So, I will be in touch. I will
Yeah,
dedicate
and-
my days to my first apprentice, and now to you, my second apprentice. For a time.
Oh no, your second apprentice. I'm not gonna get hit every time I make a mistake, am I?
No. Let's get a stern talking to. Which could be worse. So.
Considering how worried Favi was about the stern talking to, I assume so.
Just don't mess up. He'll be fine. Gives you a slight smirk. He kind of goes, well.
He gives you a smite. He
Gives you a
fucking
smite.
He just stabs me
you.
and he's
pulls
like...
out a huge maul.
No, he stabs me, smites me, and whispers in my ear, "For Cerberus!"
The ultimate.
The ultimate betrayal.
Ultimate betrayal. He kind of goes, I'll be in touch with you. Most likely, I will contact you in the night, as it is much harder for Favi to hide in the mornings, and I wished for her to learn when it's most hard for her too. Gets it into her brain.
I do have one thing to ask of you, and this is going to possibly anger one member of the party, but
yes,
the information will be useful. They have notes, all the notes and letters that we could find. Flipper has all the notes and letters we could find about what they were doing there and who they were talking. I have a translated version of the note to Telsiol.
right.
Non-translated was given to...
Were these notes translated in any way?
Those notes? Not yet. So...
Actually, I think they have by Caldo.
Oh,
But-
yeah, no,
but
they
those
were
given
but,
to
but
Kellen.
his were changed. No,
Yeah,
and
they
he
were
didn't
edited.
translate them. He wrote down what he
Right.
remembered.
That's right. My bad.
So I
So
looked
you say
at
no. And, okay.
no.
Kind of goes,
I
Interesting.
was hoping you could translate
Procure
them. Yes, translate them, and then if they have things that aren't too sensitive on them, return them. If not, keep them.
You think I don't know my job? He raises an eyebrow like he's kidding with you.
That's more for my benefit than yours.
Right. Don't worry. He won't know what I steal. To be honest, you probably won't even notice if I stole something from you until after you leave. Kind of gives you
I
a
make
slight
sure my
smile.
signet ring's still there.
It's still there.
Oh, thank God.
Kind of goes, of course. Don't worry. I won't tell Soul. You shouldn't either. Well,
I won't.
let me go back and scold my apprentice.
Understood.
I'll be in touch.
And
And he puts on the ring and disappears.
At the end of that, I'm going to head back to the workshop. And while he's doing that, while he's working on that, I'm going to take my 45 bullet for that, and I'm going to start work on a flame round for it.
Oh, okay. All right. This might take a few days work because you're infusing elemental energy or even actual fire inside that explodes. It'll take a little bit of time, but you can definitely do that.
And with help,
okay,
12.
That's not terrible.
It is hard to do.
It is pretty hard to do. You get the feeling that this will probably take a few more days of work with more Tinker Tool checks.
Yeah.
But you can definitely do that at some point. But for today, you're starting it at least.
Yep. And Sana's probably having a lot of fun ordering people around and getting help for
being back in
cybernetic arm.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, she's a kid in a candy store at this point. Is there anything you'd like to do? Anything else you'd like to do, or anyone else? Before I close it up.
No. He's just gonna head back to his room when he gets tired and just kind of be like, I know this is good for her, but I'm really pissed that I have to wait another few months.
All right.
Can I make an alchemist tools check to kind of represent Liana and the alchemist making some progress on this?
Sure, I'll let you roll for advantage because you have 5 other people helping you.
5 other people.
And don't forget the bonus as well.
Oh yes, +2?
No, +4.
I think 4. Yeah.
Oh, +4. Okay.
Actually, I'll give you a +6 because you have advanced stuff here. With 5 people. Nice. So advantage +6.
Okay, holy shit. So whatever this is,
you're in
+6.
You're in the good place right now.
Yeah, holy shit. Here we go.
26.
That's a 26.
Ooh, 26.
Off to a great start.
That is amazing. You make incredible headway with this. The beginning stages go by flawlessly. It's like everything is a well-oiled machine in this area. Just people are going back and forth. Things are clicking, and they're like, Liana, do you know this and this and this? And you're like, this is what happened there. And they're like, oh, that makes so much sense. If we do this and that, we could do these and add this here. And they're like combining things and mixing things, testing things out. At some points,
at one point, they punch the kids in the face and
to
they
see
die.
how they react. No,
Yes.
No. At one point, they do ask Liana for your saliva first. Test that. Then they ask you for a small sample of your blood. They take that if you allow them.
She will.
All right. It's basically a syringe, just a syringe needle, giving blood essentially. Just that little tiny vial, like a little tiny vial of if you were giving blood or had to get blood for a doctor's appointment. Essentially that much. They get that. They test things on there. They go over that way, this way, and by the end of the day, by the end of the night, these few hours of you working, probably on the cusp of when you're needing to go to bed before you're exhausted. Nicholas kind of, he is sighing and laughing in the corner, next to a concoction. He seems relieved. And he looks towards you, Liana, and he's waving you over.
She will head over. And I would imagine at this point she's probably discarded her armor. Just for ease of movement.
Oh, yeah, totally.
By the way, I will say this. After what he says to Liana, I would poke my head in to check on Ryan Liana.
Okay, sure.
Ryan's no longer present unless he came back.
I think
that
Ryan
time,
was there.
At that time, Rai would probably be. I was about to describe what he was going to be doing at that time, but
Okay, so
I would poke my head in to see Liana. Yeah, get back to it.
Sure. And what is Rai
Fuck
doing
you,
at this point?
DM. Describe it.
uh, Rai is going to. They have chambers in the castle, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They give you each separate rooms if you want to.
Yeah.
Like guest rooms.
The most lavish room you've ever stayed in.
He takes a good look in the mirror and he pulls out the straight razor that he usually uses to cut his hair. Looks at it for a moment. Then he takes it and makes just a slice across the cheek, just enough to leave a bit of a scar, and he just like holds up a piece of cloth to it, and he's like, he folds the razor back up and sits there for a moment, and he's gonna take a moment, lay down on his bed, look up at the ceiling, and he's gonna walk out, and just he's gonna head outside the castle limits.
Okay.
He's gonna look up at the sky.
All right, you look up. It is at this point. It's a cloudy night. Barely any stars are visible. You see the moon. It's in its first quarter at this point. But it seems like it's fairly cold outside, and there's a slight breeze, but no rain or storm that's happening. A very cool evening.
And he's going to try to focus on the sky, and he's gonna actually try to bring himself a storm. If he's gonna just like focus whatever magic that he has and like try to bring something in, like
Okay. I would like
just
you
testing out.
I'd like you to make 2 rolls for me. Go ahead and make just a spell casting roll, like a spell attack, like any of that kind of roll. Your spell casting bonus with your proficiency, that kind of thing. So go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a 20.
Then go ahead and roll a d100 for me.
I did that wrong.
Okay. Now make a perception check.
All right. Oh shit.
Okay, so you reach up, focus, close your eyes. You start to feel the air, the cool breeze beneath your clothes and through your fingertips, and you kind of focus for a while. About 30 seconds of you just focusing very, very hard. Then you don't feel anything, and you open your eyes and kind of look up towards the sky. The sky is moving, the breeze is moving the clouds, but nothing out of the ordinary, and you're confused a little bit because you felt something. And then kind of look around and look down towards your hand. You notice there's a small cloud, maybe the size of your palm, hovering about an inch from your palm. And as soon as you notice that, it disappears into the wind.
He's gonna focus again, but this time he's gonna start saying some of the words that he heard Uncle Azfed saying to summon the clouds around him. And
Okay. Go ahead, and for this, I would say Make a wisdom check. I believe it would be maybe... Yeah, just a straight wisdom check for me. Okay, you start to focus, trying to summon the clouds. At this moment, you start to see a little swirl of something, but then it turns into your familiar electricity. It seems like whatever happened is just out of your reach at the moment. But it's there. Something's there.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk back within the castle boundaries and head back into his room and just lay down.
Okay. I assume probably stay up for a while, then sleep when sleep comes.
Yeah.
Okay. And now back to Liana and William when William pops his head in. Around this time, William, you would notice that Nicholas had waved over Liana, and Liana, you are walking over there. Nicholas seems very excited, and he kind of goes to you, Liana. He doesn't even notice William's there. Kind of goes, oh, Miss Lee, I think we might have had a little bit of a breakthrough, something that could expedite this process much quicker than we thought. We theorized that this would take about 3 months or so. We now know, with the help of your blood and these samples, and he points towards the little 2 vials, we were able, I can't believe we're saying this, we were able to recreate those samples. They're small doses, but we're able to recreate them.
Hold on, you're saying you could replicate these?
Yes. With this, we can test more. That in of itself is a breakthrough. But with your help, our time frame has dropped to a month and a half. This is incredible.
I'm going to say behind Liana, and don't. These will only be used for testing to cure the children and nothing else.
Of course, yes. We have each
He's getting a bit of heaven.
We have each taken a vow that everything we do are for those children. If one of us takes any of this outside of this room, we will be killed on sight, and we are okay with that. We all know the risks of doing this.
Well, that's
Believe
good.
me.
It means I don't have to threaten you myself.
No, we know you could kill us in an instant.
And I would too. But I'm
course.
glad that things are going okay.
I'm
assuming.
This is more than okay, sir. This is incredible. We could have something synthesized in a month and a half. If we're working at this pace, of course. My goodness, Miss Liana, I implore you to stay with us during that time. Just to make sure that we are on track.
I will provide all the aid that I can, but
Yes.
it has been a very long day, and
Yes.
I'm tired.
Yes, get your rest. All of us will
No.
get our rest as well. Everybody, please pack your things. Make sure everything is stationary, sanitary for the next day. All right? Good. Okay. And the other ones start to put away their things, put down their supplies, and start to wash their hands and clean themselves as they leave. Nicholas is the last one in there and goes, well, today has been quite the eventful day for all of us, I believe. I believe we all need some rest, relaxation. Well, you two. I am going to get some sleep, as minimal as I need, and I am waking up as soon as possible to get back here and working on this. The children may stay here, or if they are not comfortable, I believe we have rooms set up for them, a room set up for them nearby. You may do what you wish.
I'm assuming that you're going to stay with Liana.
Yes, though They've spent enough time in labs. They deserve a room of their own. And she will collect her things and lead the kids to the
All right.
room that was set aside for them, and then also take her rest in there.
For sure.
Alright. I'll head back to my room.
Okay. So, with this, 3 of you go back to your rooms with everyone else falling asleep. Whether you stay awake for a while thinking about the days that have passed, or what have you, or the breakthroughs that's happened, or the new promises of new inventions, you all take a rest. And just for the sake of me and my calendar, I'll just move it ahead a day just so I can say that's where we'll be starting. So, with that, we will come to a close of the session. A little bit later than I wanted to, but that's still fun. So I'm gonna stop recording.
How's girly friend doing?
Oh, she had to leave a little bit earlier. But she did say goodbye to everybody. So I'm gonna stop recording right now.